make sure we are live before I do my spiel, because in the past I've done a whole introductory spiel and then just found out that we aren't even live. So it looks like we are. Welcome everybody to the stream today. This is so incredibly excited. I'm so happy to be here. We're joined by an illustrious panel. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to get right into it. So this is going to be just off to the races stream today. We've got some of the best Fellowship fans has to offer here. My good buddy Chiv. Chiv, welcome to the stream. How are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling very excited. Very, very excited.
Oh, you and me both. V, it's always great to see you. How are you doing today?
It's good to be back with a very juicy topic today. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Welcome, first time to the live stream, I believe, but a long time member of Fellowship of Fans, Christopher. Thank you for joining us today. We're so lucky to have you.
Melon, it's great to be here. Super excited and a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about indeed. I saw someone ask why I'm wearing a tie because this is official business. This is a serious stream, and if you're gonna fight a war, you gotta wear a suit. Strider, as always, thank you for being here. Was it Nazgul cosplay going on, or?
I was thinking, like, could we do this one or like a ranger? I'll see how I'm feeling it in the middle of as we go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great one. Looking for another epic.
I tried to
San Diego Comic Con stream.
Yeah, this is gonna be
not dilated the leaves of Lorien Fall.
I was trying to clip it to the tie, but it just wouldn't work, and it fell out. And I said, you know what? It's fine. We've got more important things.
It works.
And I do want to mention we have Kyle here with us today, running things in the back. So huge thank you to Kyle for helping everything run smoothly. Without further ado, we got to get into it. Hall H is live right now. We've got a teaser coming out real soon, which we're going to be talking about. We're going to be watching, breaking down bit by bit. But yeah, we are very well standing. Unfinished Tales of 10:30, Book of Mormon at 11. Gosh dang it, no.
Solid burn.
Yeah, I'll own that. I think without further ado, we should just get right into it. We're keeping it live to see what's going on right now. It sounds like the Hall H panel is going over Blade Runner. We want to talk a little bit about what we've gotten this week so far, because there have been a lot of updates and announcements coming out from Comic-Con. So without further ado, I think we should just start it off talking about, the Lord of the Rings himself, Sauron, our dude. We've gotten some crazy information and cool new looks at him this week, starting off with the banner that we got at on the side of the... Does anyone know the name of the building?
Actually,
sadly,
no idea. But I was always curious. Like, is this like, did they just like hijack random people's building? Like, hey guys, you're just not gonna have your windows for the next, I don't know, rest of the week.
I think they just I think they offered to the tenants nine rings of power to in order
that would be the way to do it
over the building. What are initial thoughts on this? This is our first look at Sauron in full Mordor attire. He's got this armor on. He's got a ring. Only one ring. There was a bit of a funny moment earlier this week where there was two rings briefly on the poster. But what's everyone's initial thoughts about this?
You bring up a great question.
Don't speak all at once. Why don't we go, Christopher? This you're new to the stream. This is your first appearance. Let's talk about this. When you see Sauron in this look compared to his, looks in the past few seasons, what do you feel like this tells you about the direction the show is heading? What do you feel this means for the evolution of this character?
Obviously, a darker presence comes to mind first. Obviously, last season he was Anatar. Season before that, Hallbrand. But this season he's finally taking the true form of his dark lordship. He is the Dark Lord of Middle Earth. And as we see here, he's actually in a different armor set than we see him in Empire magazines. And this one is much cooler, in my opinion. We don't see the full form. Hopefully, we do in the trailer. But here, he's got these like wings on his like gauntlet. I mean, his pauldrons, and like it's just completely different. It's awesome. We need to see more of this in the trailer. But yeah, he's taken his Dark Lord form to the next level.
Yeah, totally agree. This is an awesome.
And the crown keeps it like it's like all together. You know, he puts it all together with that beautiful crown. You know.
Oh, it really does. V, what did you think? What do you think about the elven ears and the 5 o'clock shadow combo? It's kind of this weird mix between human and elf. What do you think when you kind of see that design choice for a character like Sauron?
I mean, it's basically a mix of his two forms that we've seen in the show. One, the Elven Maya that he used to deceive basically everyone, and the other one is like Halbrand basically form. So he's mixing the two. Um, in my opinion, it's definitely interesting to see the face of Sauron with the armor because so far
It's
in the
not a phase,
adaptation
Mom.
he's only seen yeah. We haven't seen any face for Sauron so far. Maybe the mouth of Sauron, but that's as far as it got. So it's really interesting to see what a person looks like with this kind of armor and the elven kind of appearance and the darkness pouring from inside of him, sort of. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Strider, what do you?
I gotta say,
Go
I
for
have
it.
one.
Go for it.
I gotta say, Sauron is definitely looking more goth this season.
Oh my gosh.
But don't.
We're gonna move right past that. I wanted to ask you, the One Ring. He's holding it. It's in this image. That's, I mean, more than likely, this is the One Ring. We have to assume it's probably not misdirect. I'd say it's Chiv's got it right there on his hand.
Oh, this whole thing.
It goes with your eyes.
What do you think about the One Ring being so front and center this season? I mean, obviously, anybody who knows the show knows they're gonna make the One Ring. It's kind of the most famous, iconic part of the Lord of the Rings. It's in the name. But how do you feel about it being so front and center in the promo, with it being revealed that, yep, it's getting made this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a clear pointer towards the accent of this season. You know, we had the other rings made already, so we have to get the One Ring finally, and that's probably going to be one of the. I mean, it will probably be the main plot for Sauron, and definitely one of the main plots throughout the season. The fact that we see him already like this, I don't know. It just reminds me so much of that brief scene that we have in the prologue of the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
You know,
no. Real
yeah, it's
quick,
just exciting, and also the way his crown looks, it kind of looks like, it also kind of reminds me, I just realized, of the, you know, when we see that first shot of Barad-dûr, and as the camera rises in the movies, it reminds me of like those ramparts a little bit. It's just like a random little thing.
No, there's definitely a lot of design elements of, you know, Mordor you can see flesh through.
They actually
yes, just got a message. I am going to take a brief aside to mention this because I've seen a lot of people mentioning in the chat. We'll probably just have to reiterate this every 10 minutes. The teaser is not out yet. The teaser is probably not going to be out for, if I had to make an educated guess, maybe another hour. This is the spot for it. If you want to watch the trailer live and you want to have fan and community reaction, once it's out, we'll be showing the stream live, or we'll be showing the teaser live on the stream, reacting to it, breaking it down. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But for now, it's just not out yet. So I'm sorry if anyone's disappointed that the teaser's not out. this is just kind of like the pregame. This is a getting the the audience riled. But yeah, Shiv, I don't know if you had anything you wanted to add about your thoughts of Sauron. I know you've got his ring right there.
Yeah, I got his ring. I'm wearing a Sauron shirt. I guess I got this nearby too, just in case we need it. But
props for this.
I'm the carrot top of Middle Earth, apparently. Yeah, I am really excited to see Sauron kind of in full form, just wreaking havoc to Middle Earth this season. We got a lot of it last season, and now with the potential of him fully forming Mordor, and yeah, he's going to be all over the place. So really excited.
Yeah, this is going to be a big moment for him. We along with this, we got a couple new interesting first looks at him. If we want to shuffle through those images real quick, a lot of Sauron-centered promo this season. Obviously, he is the titular character, the Lord of the Rings, but it's really fun to see how much of a focus he's been getting in the promo so far. It's very clear that, I believe the showrunners even mentioned that this is kind of the first moment in the series that they truly have a real villain, like he's kind of been operating in the shadows, but now he's out, he's operating without any fear of being, discovered for who he really is. This is Sauron unabashed, and I think that's super exciting to see. Apart from the crown, how are we feeling about the rest of the outfit here? We've gotten a couple different looks at it. What are the initial thoughts or feelings?
Well, personally, the pauldron on his right shoulder is what first comes to mind. It's a face. We don't know if it's just a design or if it's someone's face. Some people in the community think it's maybe Gloog's face. Maybe it's just a random orc's face. Maybe it's Celebrimbor's face. But that's the first thing that comes to mind, obviously, when you see this. The gauntlets as well are super cool. Very, Fellowship of the Ring, Peter Jackson, Sauron design. Not yet sold on the rest of the attire, but those two things, the gauntlets and the pauldron, they're the first ones that really stick out to me in a positive way.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm hearing a little bit of a echo. I'm sorry if anyone's hearing that in the stream. We're trying to hunt that down. But I personally love the amount of different cultures and like elements. I've seen people point this out online that, there's elven aspects, there's dwarvish aspects, there's, Men of the Southlands aspects, there's orcish aspects. This really does feel like a culmination of, Sauron's game plan. He's making these rings, he's corrupting all the races, and he views himself as not Lord of the Elves or Lord of Men, but Lord of Middle Earth. And I think this is a great way to show it through the costume. But since we've got a lot of things going and the panel is starting, we're going to keep moving right along. So we're going right to the next thing, which is Gandalf. I was personally the most excited about this. We got our first look at Gandalf in his full wizard robes and hat. He's got his staff now. Gandalf's personally my favorite character, so I'm super excited selfishly that we finally get to see him in all his glory. I don't know if anyone else is as excited about it, but me personally, this is huge. Strider, what were your first thoughts when you saw Gandalf with this brand new hat, which he may have gotten from a familiar friend last season?
Yeah, I remember we tears a lot about getting that hat. I wonder. I think it makes sense that he gets it from Tom Bombadil, especially because they're trying to get this origin story in many ways on how he gets certain items. Let's say, getting his staff, getting his Gand, as one would say, getting the hat. Um, I love the look, and I think it just looks really nice and proper. Like this really looks like a young Gandalf, younger Gandalf with the beard, the hair, the hat. I think it just looks really good. And seems like we got some photos.
Yeah, we're gonna. So that's again. This stream is it's gonna be a roller coaster. So we're gonna be jumping in and out because while we're talking, we've got live things going on the floor. The panel for the Rings of Power Season 3 has officially started. As you can see, they're going full Mordor mode here. This is super, super exciting. Very excited for all of our friends who are there right now. There's a lot of really interesting stuff going on. I believe we had a image posted by the San Diego Comic-Con blog. Let me see if we can get that thrown up. That shows the cast entering the stage. And we'll pull that up here in just a second. Welcome. I'm gonna butcher this. Anna Martau 4766. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we are gonna go over the teaser. It's gonna be up here in maybe an hour or so, probably less than that. But the second it goes live, we're pivoting focus. We're gonna talk all about that. If we can at some point get an image of the cast, I do want to just mention that from what I can see, at least on my end, we are seeing, of course, Daniel Wayman is on the stage. We were just talking about him as Gandalf. Very excited to hear what kind of news comes out of this. Chiv, how do you feel about Gandalf being a more central focus this season, potentially?
I'm glad we're getting Gandalf as Gandalf. I know there was some previous feedback of the mystery boxing, and he was the stranger for a while. So in the article too, they mentioned that he has like a twinkle in his eye and a bit of mischief, and that's kind of the Gandalf I know and love. So I hope that gets peppered in throughout the season with a little bit of humor and yeah, along with the seriousness of the show and everything that's going to be going on with Numenor, Sauron, etc. So can't wait.
Vi, how do you feel about this? How do you imagine Gandalf crossing over with the main plot this season? We know he's been largely disconnected so far. Do you think this is the moment that he finally gets brought in and involved? And if so, how do you see that happening?
I mean, pushing it to season 4 would be pushing it way too far. So I think it's the time to finally have him in the main scene. And now that he has realized who he is and what he can exactly do, and the discovery of self now goes to discovering his full capabilities. Um, Not sure exactly where will we get the cross, given that he's still out and about with no clear connection to anything else other than a dark wizard, uh, than trying to escape this whole of it. I don't know. I think he will find the elves first, not the humans necessarily, but that's where I'm seeing him next
That's a
and getting to know like. Wait, go on, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that's a fantastic segue. You want to talk about him meeting the elves? Well, there could be a way that is possible. We actually just
Yeah,
got a
I
new
mean,
update from Empire. Do you want to go ahead and read this, V, if you can see it?
sure. So runners J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay say the third season will see Sauron make the One Ring. I'm sure he will use it for noble purposes. We will also see the beginnings of Rivendell in this season. So that's also where I was coming for with Gandalf. I think for new beginnings, new settings should be in the way. So I would love to see Gandalf meeting the elves in Rivendell and starting his journey of saving Middle-earth from that. Um, so I guess we got a confirmation of if we are seeing the One Ring in the promo or not. This was definitely the One Ring. And also, finally, we get a snippet of Rivendell, and which I think everyone was expecting to see the beginning of Rivendell, given the finale of season 2. So we we got something for the elves at this point in the promo. Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Ooh, we've got some cool quotes here that just dropped. This goes right into what you were talking about, Shiv. The twinkle in the eye, the hint of playfulness that we know from Gandalf. He's kind of a he's. I'm trying to think of a friendlier way to say
Oh
this.
God.
A pot stirrer. I don't know. He likes to. He's an instigator.
A disturber
sometimes.
of the peace.
Yes. Why am I? Oh, I missed that. That's so obvious. I'm so excited to see this version of him. He is so far. I really loved what Daniel's done with the performance, but so far it's been a lot of kind of blundering around. Understandably so, because he doesn't remember who he is or where he came from, and it's just he's kind of just been focusing on figuring out who he is, and we've seen glimpses of that personality shine through. But oh man, I'm so excited to hear about more about what's going on. Looks like we just got an update from Night Edge Media. Sounds like Gandalf is going to be learning about more of his power through Tom Bombadil this season, which makes sense. I think that's kind of where they set him up. Christopher, how do you feel about Tom Bombadil being this sort of mentor figure for Gandalf?
Honestly, I don't mind it. I know a lot of people had trouble with him being type of like a Yoda character, a mentor for Gandalf. But personally, I think that it kind of fits the character, considering, I mean, what do we know? I mean, we know that Gandalf and Tom Bombadil have a great relationship in lore. I mean, Gandalf goes and stays with Tom Bombadil for like what 3 years after the War of the Ring, and just talks, hangs out. So I imagine that during the time in which Gandalf first comes to Middle Earth, he's got to have somebody to kind of guide him. So who would that be? Maybe just someone else that happens to be really old and like really powerful, but he also kind of wants to stay in his own lane. Tom Bombadil does. So as long as they don't make him out to be like this, oh, I'm an Avenger now. I'm a Middle Earth Avenger now. Then as long as he's just hanging out with Gandalf, telling him, hey, you can do this, right? I don't see a problem in it. And honestly, Rory Kinnear is so good as Tom Bombadil. I don't really. I mean, I want to see more of him. As much
Yeah.
as I can, I want to see more Kinnear. So
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm right there with you. Tom Bombadil is just a hard character to adapt in general, I think. There's a lot about him and his nature that makes it sometimes difficult to kind of adapt this character who kind of plays against the genre he's in sometimes. Like he's meant to feel out of place. And I think it makes him a very difficult and sometimes
it's almost like
tricky character to
dynamic.
Yeah.
It's
Whoops.
like they want to put him in a action adventure show, and the only way that would work is if he's actually mentoring one of the action adventure characters, because he's not going to do any of that himself. But I agree. I mean, especially like I think one of the biggest the only issue really I had with Tom Bombadil in season 2 was his wardrobe. I didn't think it was bright enough. But if he has like bright yellow boots and bright blue jacket, it would kind of contrast not very well with the rest of the aesthetic that they built up for this Middle Earth. Now, personally, I don't care. I will want his boots to be bright yellow, and I want his jacket to be bright blue. But you know, sometimes you just gotta take the good with the bad. You know.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. It looks like we're moving right along, so I do want to, of course, we're going to keep doing updates from the panel as they come out, but I do want to kind of move into the next stage. So we talked about Sauron, we talked about Gandalf. This is a big moment. We got Celeborn. He's out. It's announced. Jamie Campbell-Bower is officially playing Celeborn. He is unfortunately not playing Bingo Bongo Bulger, as a lot of really smart, talented, and handsome people in the fandom had suspected him to be playing. He's just playing Celeborn, which, all right, that's cool. I'm just kidding. It is exciting. Strider, how did you feel about Celeborn finally being in the show, and we can finally just say Jamie Campbell-Bower is Celeborn?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long ride. It might still be the biggest question I have of all the questions I have about this show is, did we have to? I mean, I guess we did, given how the story is constructed, but it is really cool to finally have him back. I hope that we get an answer very quickly where he was, and I hope we get to see him very early in season 3. But I think it's worth mentioning that last year we announced, I think it was last year, the last couple of years are a bit murky for me. We announced that firstly that there was a casting call for someone called codename Arlen. This was supposed to be a knight, and then we later announced that Jamie Campbell-Bower will be playing this figure, and then we were theorizing who he could be, and the two main choices were Celeborn or Glorfindel. And I want Glorfindel to show up in this show, but I wanted Celeborn for story-related and lore-related and sense-related purposes to show up as soon as possible. So I'll take the L if we don't get Glorfindel in this season or any other, as long as now we have Jamie Campbell-Bower as Glorfindel. I think he has a certain edge to himself that he can stand up and be sort of like this, in metaphorical terms, a fighter figure, which Celeborn is in the lore. He is a great general. He's been in many wars, but also I feel like as good of an actor as he is, that he can also portray the warmth and the kindness that we all, I guess, expect to see from Celeborn and Galadriel towards each other. So I think it's great news. I did think this was good. I did think they were gonna make him walk out on stage, but they announced it earlier, and now we can talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's real quick in the chat. I just do want to point out, I saw you, Melonheads. Thanks for stopping by. Always fun to have you in the chat. I see a lot of people in the chat talking about how to pronounce Nazgul. We'll talk about that in a second here. That's next up on the agenda. That's a mouthful for sure. We've got a few more tidbits that just came out of Hall H, so we're going to pivot away from Celeborn real quick, but we'll come back. Maybe leave him to sit for a couple thousand years wherever he's been hiding for a second while we talk about some of these cool new updates. Chiv, do you want to go ahead and tell us what we're looking at here?
All right, I'll read from the top here. Owain Arthur, who plays former prince, now King Durin, notes that he's really missing Peter Mullen, who previously played his father. He says next season includes a lot of tears, a lot of fighting. Oh, man. More tears? We already had the depression of the Balrog and Peter Mullen, which is probably one of the most epic scenes of that season. Oh, now I wonder what that means. Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of turmoil in Kazakh Doom from the outcome of losing that father. So, yeah, very curious to see where that lands.
Yeah.
And then it looks.
I was just gonna say, keep your eyes peeled. It sounds like we just got saw a post from Night Edge Media. It sounds like they may have shown the teaser in Hall H. So keep your eyes peeled, because we could be game time here soon. So we're gonna be ear to the ground. But V, real quick, how do you feel about the dwarven plotline this season, barking in shambles? How do you feel about that with the dwarves? We've seen them kind of go through 2 seasons of Balrog and Mithril drama. How do you see them perpetuating into this next season?
I mean, whatever makes Varkin go red-headed immediately makes me love it. And I think that we are gonna see some pretty eye-watering scenes. Uh, I mean, season 2 left us in the middle of a schism in Casa Doom, um, probably Durin's brother coming to take the throne hot. So I'm ready for the dwarven drama to be the basically side quest of the season. Like seeing all the main events and then cutting off to um, some brotherly quarreling down in Khazad-dûm. Some little dwarves throwing each other diamonds and gold at each other faces. So let's see what how they played out.
Yeah, I actually like some of these. Chiv, your keyboard, man.
Oh, whoopsies.
I'm excited to see how some of these storylines play out that aren't necessarily canonical. I know that some people, draw issue with the non-canonical storylines, but I think sometimes they're the most exciting because you don't know what's going to happen to some of these characters. Like the showrunners made a quote. They said, "Oh, nobody's safe this season." Well, that's not true. We know Galadriel's safe. We know Elrond's safe, and to avoid spoilers, I'm not going to list off everyone, but like we know that a good deal of them are in
I
fact
mean,
safe.
are they emotionally safe?
That's a good way of looking at it. Probably not. It's probably going to be a bad time for everyone. But
Are they actually safe emotionally?
we've got a quote. I heard about this.
Okay.
Who wants to read this quote? Because this is funny. I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and read it real quick. Let me pull that up wherever it is. Man, my eyesight is not great and it's a little blurry, but it sounds like they got a look for. There we go. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, my knight in shining armor. After a lovely look at the teaser for season 3, co-runner JD Payne says the forging of the One Ring is going to be unhinged. And then Benjamin Walker asked JD Kimmelbauer about the new edition of Celeborn and how he feels that his Sauron has been sliding into his wifey's DMs. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny to see.
Classic Ben Walker.
Christopher, Unk era. Okay, listen, I could put my glasses on if I needed them, but I don't need to, and they reflect the light. So, okay. Christopher, how do you feel about this?
Many things are going in my head. What Payne is thinking is unhinged, and trying to make out what he's trying to translate that from. Only thing I can think of is Charlie Vickers gets naked and just in the heart of Mount Doom starts to sing the ring poem and mixes mithril with lava and his own blood, and yeah, for 2 straight episodes. Like it's the best thing I can come up with. Like, and I'm down for it. That sounds awesome.
Oh, Chiv, I know that I'm gonna put this on you. I know as the
Great.
number one Elandriel truther, this is probably a rough day for you, or a rough week for you.
Yeah, I was promised a kissing scene, and I didn't think it would be between Celeborn and Galadriel, but here we are. And just a quick inside baseball right now. Is my mic sounding slightly better? I turned it down a bit.
Yeah, you're sounding fabulous, Shiv. You're sounding great.
Thank you. Let me know in the live chat if I still sound like the...
More questions about the teaser and Hall H coming through. There is no place where you can watch Hall H live. It is an exclusive event. All the information we have is being brought to us by accounts like Empire or other people who are currently in the event. The teaser will probably drop sometime in the next 30 to 40 minutes, give or take. Once that does, we're going to hard pivot and we're going to just dive right into it. But for now, lot of interesting updates. Let me see real quick. Pivoting back to Celeborn for just a split second. The trailer has been shown, says the Blue Wizard in our comments.
Not just a split.
Sorry?
I'm saying not just a split second. I mean, these are huge.
These are yes, there's a lot going on. It's a lot to juggle. So again, I just want to say thank you for everybody who's here watching with us, bearing with us. A lot of information to juggle. It's a very exciting time. Nearly 2 years of streams where we usually only have one tiny little tidbit of information, and we drag that out into an hour. We're doing probably like 5 streams worth of content right here in less than an hour. So we're very grateful for everybody who is taking the time to appreciate and enjoy this moment with us, because the Rings of Power community truly is such an amazing place to be. There's a lot of incredible people here, and we're thankful for every single one of you that is here in this stream watching with us right now. And who wants to give their 2 cents on Celeborn, who hasn't had a chance to talk on this yet? Okay, real quick. Someone said, where are the theories on where Celeborn has been? I've got a great video for you by Fellowship of Fans. We put out last week 5 theories about where Celeborn could be. If you go on our YouTube channel, it's one of our videos. You can watch it. Members Jessica and Zelda wrote and narrated the video. It's fantastic. Watch it there. V, take us away, Celeborn.
So, we are finally getting the hobby, Teleporno, and all the memes are gonna manifest on our screen. So I'm really excited to finally be seeing the actual romantic couple that we have in this show, because we all remember that heart attack we had last season with Elrond and Galadriel kissing, and what this actually means, and what happened, etc. So now we are gonna move forward, and we are gonna forget that, because we are probably getting something way better with these two. I just want to say the casting is excellent, in my opinion. Jamie Carbon Power is going to be an amazing Celeborn, and he's definitely was like handpicked for this role. And we're finally getting some action from the elves that isn't just pure legislative drama and succession stories and whatsoever. So I'm really excited to see if we're gonna get not just a reunion, but like dreams of the past, and revisiting memories of these two, which I think they can utilize, but not like get too much into it. And also, I want to see how we're gonna get Celebrian, if we're getting her a hint
That's
of
a
her
can of
this
worms.
season or the next one.
Yeah, I hope we get to see Celebrian, but
So small
odds
baby steps.
odds are not looking great. No, that was that's
Maybe in a
great.
baby down, baby, yeah, in a
It,
partner in Galadriel.
it's possible. I mean, she was
Uh,
around during this time,
Storyline.
so I think it's on the table. Real quick though, as I grab a cord off the floor. Yeah, we're gonna pivot to this. Somebody brought this up in the chat. We got it. Anarian is officially confirmed to appear in the Rings of Power. He is going to be in this season. I don't know. Did Night Edge confirm who's playing them? I want to be extra certain. As of right now, all the news we have is just that Anarian is going to be in this season, season 3 of the Rings of Power. Christopher, how do you feel about that? Yeah, some people in the chat are saying played by Andrew Richardson. That could make sense. Huge if true. I won't go through and announce that fully until I see more stuff. But as of right now, Christopher, what do you feel about this?
I feel great. Another lore character, and Anarion. He's got a lot. He's got a lot that happens to him, without spoiling anything in the books. Especially towards the end of the Akelabeth. But it's exciting to see, like, where is he? Like, we know that he's in the west of Numenor, and we know that he's amongst the faithful. But what has he exactly been doing? Is he a warrior? Is he a blacksmith? Is he a scholar? Is he a pirate? I want to know more about him. Don't know too much about the actor, but I do know that he's in Ponies with Amelia Clark. So I caught a couple episodes of that, and he's great. He's great. So I went through a little rabbit hole, and apparently the same actor, Richardson, was one of the he auditioned to play Superman, James Gunn's Superman, and was one of the finalists before obviously David Cornsweet won out. So he's got a lot of talent. I expect him to be great, and I'm super excited to finally see him on screen.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very very interesting to see what they do with him. He's a character a lot of people have been waiting for. Pirate Anarian sounds awesome to me. Real quick, I'm gonna pivot. We're almost at the 12:15 mark, or I guess 12:15 for where I am. 11:15 mark, which is when I wanted to shift to the fourth article, the Nazgul, and this is the perfect time to shift to it because if we can, I'll wait 1 second to see if we can get this video that was just shared by Empire. Some pretty crazy stuff just happened on stage. Yeah, yeah. There's some Naz. Oh my gosh!
Whoa.
Look at that.
What are you doing? Charlie, not today, guys. Put off the clock. Genuinely, you can go. You're great.
So jealous.
Take your time. That's just how that goes. You're great.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Here, let's mute that and keep it going. Yeah, holy cow. I love the it's so hard to say, Nazgul look for this season. I want to see if we can find some sort of video of somebody at the panel saying it because I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Their design is so awesome. Strider, how do you feel about this? You were wearing your Nazgul hood at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
you feel you got the Nazgul blade.
Hey, fallen man, you know. I think it looks great. I guess you cannot really go too far away from what happened in the movies as well, because the movies were such a faithful adaptation, especially visual, in so many ways to the visions of Tolkien, and if you look at all the artwork, like you cannot do the Nazgul or Naznagol in so many different ways, but I think it looks really cool. And I guess we got to hear some of the music, and now I'm not sure if that's something that we didn't hear before.
No, that's here's my musically autistic brain going. That was the trailer theme they used for season 2, episode 1. It was the only time they diverged from the normal trailer opening of Howard Shore's theme, and they just did that stinger instead with the title card. So that's where that theme comes from.
Yeah. So I thought we heard it before. So thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, but anyway, it looks great, and it's really nice that they. Actually, the detail I find very interesting is the fact that they all seem to be having a similar type of crown situation going on, which is interesting and also, again, makes sense. But yeah, I wonder, that's one of the biggest questions I had going into the show, and one of the things I really look forward to seeing is how they will build up the Nazgul, because we really do not know anything about them. We know the main guy is called Witch King, but that's not obviously his name.
Mm-hmm.
And we know we got confirmed Kamul, the Easterling, played by Mr. Varna. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. And they have to build. Basically, they have to build like 8 Nazgul. It's a blank slate. Ironically enough,
let's throw the picture
it's just going to be
Kamul up on. Yeah, because
and we have Christopher who wants to jump in.
You just made a great point, Strider, about the crowns. I wasn't expecting all of them to wear crowns, but now that I think of it, I wonder if Sauron promises them to all be kings of men in their own way, and that's why they all have crowns.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowns are very similar to the Morgoth crown, but it's not exactly as nice. So I wonder if he's just like, hey, you want to be a king of men? Join me, and I'll make you, and I'll give you a crown. Like, I think that's probably what's going to happen.
See, this is why I wanted to put up Kamul, is because we got this image of Kamul, and we got an image of a Nazgul riding on a black horse. Everyone just kind of assumed, oh, that's Kamul. It's another picture of him. Hall H, we now know they all have identical outfits. So what do we think? Is this the same character? Or did the Nazgul that we saw on the horse, could that be someone else? V, what do you think?
I mean, first of all, I have a Nazgul right here with me, always. And second of all, I mean, since they are all identical, you can never know who is who, unless the series decide to take on a different route and have some sort of characteristics in their armory that are different for each character. Maybe the first letter of their name, an anagram, or some symbol of their kingdom. So it will be really interesting to see that from the design department. And now that I'm thinking of it, we have some really cool armor in Kamul, the neck plate basically, that could be giving us a hint, and compare that to like the rider that we got. Also, what I see in Kamul is very interesting, that he has like a gauntlet very similar to Sauron's. So I would really love to know who is dressing them, and get something for myself as well.
Yeah, I think they I'm not sure if I'm positive about this, but I think they might have a new costume designer working on the show this season. I don't know if it is new or if they've been. I know it's the same costume designer that worked on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and that show had some awesome armor. The stag helmet for Lionel Baratheon, the King's Guard had some really cool armor, and I think we're already seeing that payoff. Chiv, you've spent a lot of time on a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, House of the Dragons. How do you feel about the armor this season so far?
Shameless plug. We cover House of the Dragons currently on Fellowship of Fandom, so if that's anyone's cup of tea, head on over there and give us a like and follow. But I definitely agree that the armor work from the photos we've seen from both Sauron and the I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm going to call them ring servants.
No,
so I'm not
I want to
on
hear
record.
it. I want to hear it. Say it.
I'm going to go with Nazg Nagul. That's what I'm going to go with.
Nazg Nagul.
I don't know, guys.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Nazg Nagul.
Nazg Nagul.
Hopefully.
I think it's Naznagul. I think the G is silent.
All right, so we got G is silent.
Yeah.
Here, can we throw up
We'll
the
find
image
out hopefully
of the
shortly.
Naznagul onto the force real quick? So I just want to
And,
highlight this guy's helmet.
I guess one tangent I could make is they talk about Proto Nazgul. I wonder if we're going to see Proto Morgul blades. Maybe the blades before they become corrupted, and yeah, could be interesting.
Peep this. Here's my theory. Sauron is going to have Morgoth's crown. Oh, do we lose V? Oh, we'll see. She might be out, but if so, we'll wait a second. Sauron's going to be wearing the crown all season. At the end of it, he's going to this is my theory. I'm going to go on a tangent here. He's going to decide he doesn't want to just be another Morgoth, and so he's going to destroy Morgoth's crown, and he's going to turn the points into the Morgul blades.
Ooh. So you're saying this was once a crown piece?
I mean, not in the Jackson universe, but maybe in this one. I mean, we saw the effects it had on Galadriel when she got stabbed, and it was very similar to the effects that happened to Frodo. So maybe I don't know.
I think that's a really cool theory, to be honest. One of the things that every prequel does, even though you can argue this is not a prequel, it's just covering something else early in the timeline, but in some ways it is, and to have this kind of explained like that, because they have to create a lot of these new explanations for these new things, and to explain Nazgul blades like this, I could see that. But I feel like if I had to make a bet, probably not, because there is not much of it, and I would assume they would use a lot of Nazgul blades over the years. So, or they'll maybe just use for the first series of Nazgul blades, and maybe they'll just kind of figure out some kind of magic that's in them and then keep using it for later on.
Yeah,
but they look really cool.
I do want to say I am in love with the fact that they changed the name from Nazgul to Nazgul, and it sounds like the panel just ended, so we're going to be refreshing like crazy to see when that trailer comes up, because then it's game time. But I love the fact that the creatives behind the show spend so much time in the weeds with the root word of a name in a made-up language that they feel the need to be like, hey, let's change this. Nazgul is an iconic name. There's people out there who know the name Nazgul. Oh, those are the Black Riders from Lord of the Rings, the Nazgul. I feel like the conversation would have been so easy to just be like, no, we're not changing the name. We're not going to get rid of brand recognition. We're going to have the Nazgul in the show. But the fact that there are creatives on this team who go, no, we're going to change it because technically they're not wraiths yet. That's so cool. That's just dripping with passion for Tolkien. This is why I will always support the creatives behind the show. This is why they've earned my respect. It's because they do things like this. If they didn't understand the lore, so many people say this, oh, the creatives don't understand the show. They've never read Tolkien. If that was true, they probably wouldn't even recognize it. I mean, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I probably wouldn't have batted an eye if they didn't change it from Nazgul. I would have just been like, oh, yeah, of course it's the Nazgul. But
it'd be interesting too. Do you think by the end of breaking news?
We got something big, but you can go for it real quick if you want.
I would just say it would be cool by the end of the series, like if we think we'll see it be a transition from Nazgul to Nazgul.
We could see the moment where they become wraiths. I think there's still 2 seasons V, what do we see on screen here?
So we have some new characters in house. So we are getting Adam Young as Marnuk. That's an orc, right? So we are getting a new orc. Zubin Varla, as we know, will play Camille Easterling. Um, and then we have Eddie Marsan as Thrain. If I'm not mistaken, he is like the brother of Thrain, or not?
Yep. Oh well,
Not sure.
that's the
And
theory at least.
Andrew Richardson. Yeah, that's the theory. Andrew Richardson as Anarion.
Can I just say, I
I'm
don't
very
understand this
confused.
photo. Why is the sword just floating on his shoulder like that?
Oh my God.
That's a great question.
He's not holding it. It's not like
Is
I feel
it
like
AI?
I
Is
I
it
would
AI?
I would hope not. I don't think it is.
Should I attempt it? Is it possible?
Oh yeah, let's see. I mean,
I
he could
don't
just be
think
doing a
that's-
trick. You know, he is younger than Isildur, so he might
Maybe he's
still
like
be
maybe he's like
a
flipping
bit
the
of
sword
a
in the
swaggy rebel.
He looks like a pirate. Thrain. Interesting to use that name. Where do we know that name from, Christopher?
Obviously, it's part of Durin's folks' history. It's very interesting that they use that name, honestly. I know they like to reuse names in this show for their OCs, but it's interesting that they use Thrain, not like Thror. I wonder if it'll be like Thrain the First. I wonder if this is the first Thrain in Durin's folks' history. That's interesting. I know Varking probably loves it, and he looks great. He looks awesome. His armor is awesome, and the beard's great too. Eddie Marzan's fantastic in everything he's in, so I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks very stylish as a proper. Again, the theory. I don't know if that's confirmed, but it's kind of like a head canon for a lot of people in the fandom. He'll play Durin's brother, and I guess having someone named Thrain to be for the role, for this role, it just makes sense because you can even see at the House of the Dragon, and it's a famous historical fact that dynasties tend to kind of like flip between 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different names across like a period of 1,000 years, for example. So I think it just makes sense that it's Train, and also it just sounds iconic and recognizable, even if a lot of people might not be able to recall consciously where they know it from. It just sounds like, oh yeah, that's a Tolkien dwarf name, even though I think this name also specifically comes from the Norse sagas, of course, from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. No, I think it's a fair name to use, and it's not the first time they've done this. I mean, Disa's name, I believe, is a continuation of Dis, which is the name of Durin's sister. So they're pulling a lot of names from the line of Dwarven kings and Erebor for some of the characters in the storyline, which I think is fun. They're using what they have access to. It's a kingly name. We see this done all the time in Tolkien. If you've never read the Silmarillion before, that's by far one of like the biggest shocks you have when you first read it. Is you're like, what do you mean there was an elf king named Denethor? Like where are these? Like he reuses a lot of names, and some of them just continue throughout history, which I mean makes sense. I mean, there's a what the heck?
That's why it feels more like history book than.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure, we don't know everybody's names on the stream here, except for me, I guess. But I'm definitely not the first Aidan in history, so it makes sense that, some of these names just continue to be used over the generations. But
yeah, 100%. And I think just a quick one. As far as we know, this might have been one of the names of one of the other seven kings of dwarves, or like the founding dwarves. We only know Durin by name, I think. So this legit could have been one of the first ones.
Yeah.
I mean, royal lines always continue with maybe the next child, like grandpa and grandchild have the same name. And I don't know about you guys, but we do that a lot in my country as well. Okay, we have the trailer. I'm shutting up.
Oh boy,
We have the trailer. Oh boy,
it's on screen.
Wait. Get the. Okay, yeah.
Now is the mighty hour come. The Dark Lord is on the brink of crafting a new power. One ring to rule them all. He's got armies scouring Middle-earth. Middle-earth will burn. Has it not yet occurred to you? Death might well be the price of saving it. Trying to get back to you. There are no friends of Mordor here. Come with me. The Dark Lord. We have to stop him. The shadow rises to Middle-earth. How would you like to rise with it?
No way. That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
That was good stuff.
That's
That
so
was good
good.
stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. First impressions, real quick. Let's go around, and then we're going to watch the trailer one more time before we do a little bit of a breakdown. Shiv, how are you feeling? Oh my gosh.
Super
Heartbroken?
excited. Heartbroken. Definitely excited. There's so many things to unpack there. One thing that caught my eye was we saw a beard on Círdan again, which
Yes.
is
Yeah, that was my first thought. I was like, of all the things, I'm like,
Círdan
Círdan's
is
got a
armor.
beard. Yes, we got an elf with a beard.
That's
Let's
so
go.
cool.
it's like Moontail, cool, sure. There's a beard.
That's oh my gosh, there were so many cool. Oh, I can't wait to go by frame. V, what are your thoughts, real quick?
I'm so overstimulated by the amount of information in every frame. Like I was like, is this one? No. The next one is this that one? What the hell? Everything was so overpacked. I think we were gonna be talking for about Easter eggs for days. My English are getting shut down right now.
Oh,
I can't even communicate. My Greek accent is coming out. No. I'm that overstimulated by that much information in this
yeah,
trailer. It's
Strider,
amazing.
how are you feeling?
I feel like this is the best trailer we've seen so far. Like it looks like the whole show leveled up. Basically, this is the feeling I'm having from the whole thing. Like the images, the scale, the armor.
We're gonna watch the trailer.
It just looks so good.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it looks. Oh my gosh, look at that still. Christopher, give us your thoughts real quick, and then we'll watch it one more time. I promise, all the way through. After
Exactly what Strider said. This looks like a completely different show. Like I didn't recognize a single place. They showed 1 minute and 43 seconds, and not a single one of those places I recognize, which is good because it's like Middle Earth is so big, and they've shown so much new stuff. I mean, there's so many frames to this trailer of just new stuff. It's like it's going to take days to break down.
Well, we're going to do our best. Let's watch the trailer back one more time, and then let's do the breakdown. So please join us for... I know we lost a lot of viewership. I think everyone's off watching the trailer right now. But let's watch it one more time.
Now is the mighty hour come. The Dark Lord is on the brink of crafting a new power. One ring to rule them all. armies scouring Middle-earth.
Oh my gosh, it's the same ring wraith noise.
Will burn.
So good.
Has it not yet occurred to you? Death might well be the price of saving it.
I love the Gandalf.
Trying to get back to you.
Galadriel has new armor too.
There are no flames of Mordor here. Come with me.
Music is so good.
The Dark Lord. We have to stop him. The shadow rises to Middle-earth. How would you like to rise with it?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
We're so back. We're so back. It started. Oh my gosh. This is it. This is it.
There's so much in that one teaser. That's insane.
Yeah, I hope you guys are comfortable because we're gonna break this down bit by bit. Kyle, if you want to start us off with getting some of these, you just freeze frame. Let's go through and talk about this trailer in all its glorious detail. Oh my gosh. Not exactly frame by frame, but we're going to go scene by scene. I'll start from bottom to top. We can each go scene by scene, give a first little opinion, and we can all bring it in. Christopher, what does it look like we're seeing in this scene right here?
I think this is going to lead up to the one of the final scenes that we see in this trailer, where that's the edge of that's probably Mount Doom, or the balcony to Barad-dûr, either one. But obviously, this is Sauron being knelt to with his army or servants of orcs, and he's about to either forge the One Ring or a farm in front of a bunch of crows. Either way, I am down.
Oh, the aesthetic of Mordor and Sauron this season.
It's really freaking good.
It's so good. It is with a heavy heart that I do have to announce that V will probably be departing from the stream here shortly. So before she goes, let's go ahead and give her a moment to give us her full, unbridled thoughts on this, because I'm dying to hear what you have to say. And we'll probably still be streaming tomorrow morning this time with how much there is to go over.
Are you sure you want to give me the floor for whatever long I have left in this stream?
I'll give you time to talk about. You can bring up a few things.
Okay. I don't even know where to start. As I said, so over stimulated with the stream, with the teaser. Really don't know. I will take it from Mordor where Christopher left it. So many snippets. I mean, we get the inside of Mount of Doom. We are getting an overview of Mordor. We're getting Sauron and his servants. I think if I'm not getting entirely wrong, like we had a snippet of Sauron at some point in season 1 where he was going down some stairs in his full armor in the cold streams in the cold room of one abandoned afterwards. His last place that he rested. When season 1 started with Galadriel going after him, we had that snippet. Now we see Mordor full of light, but dark light, like this worm of fire that is ready to wreak havoc to Middle-earth. So I'm really excited that we see basically the full-blown return of the Dark Lord among his servants. And we are getting snippets of the forging of One Ring with, of course, the how we say it, in English, Feanor's hammer, and it has so many. This is proper talking. It has so many callbacks to the lore and to history of Middle-earth.
Mm-hmm.
Even that one scene of forging something new for the destruction of Middle-earth. You have the lore of Feanor in it and of the Silmarils, everything basically. And I mean, what can we say about Celeborn and Galadriel? We are getting them dancing in a glade with the elves. It looks like, I don't know, I don't believe this will be a proper scene. This will be more like a dream, like a thing from the past they had. Maybe that will show when they first meet up in that dungeon. And I think what's is getting confirmed here as well is the theory that Celeborn was a captive for all those years, and
Yeah, it looks
Galadriel.
like he's in some sort of dungeon or something.
Exactly, and Galadriel finally found him and got him out of there. So that's um, you as well. Also, was this Gil-galad with the Númenóreans and Alfarazon?
I thought I saw
Uh,
that.
we have to find not the snippet with I think
A
it
lot
was
of
the one in the
Númenorian army.
pool.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Gil-galad standing
here,
right there.
here, yes.
What is he doing?
Also, our friend Ben. Can we talk about our Farazan's like uh helmet? It looks pretty good. It's just with the feathers from the side, it reminds me a bit of Asterix, the known character from um the French character from the comic books. But I guess it's in full glory, this helmet, and it's so bedazzling, but it doesn't really have practicality, so it's proper for a general, I believe. And what else I wanted to say last? Oh, we just got one very small snippet of Elrond. How rude of them.
Yeah, he
As
was only
an
in it for
Elrond,
one scene.
yeah, as an Elrond fan, I'm disappointed. I want to see more, please. Get us more in the next few weeks leading up to the season 3. Please get me more Elrond in the promo and Rivendell. Although I don't know if I want to see full-blown Rivendell because it will be nice to see it first time in season 3 and in
Mm-hmm.
the actual episode. It would be nice to give some things a surprise. I want to see something that whispers of Rivendell and its making, and maybe not full-blown made-up Rivendell, just basically how would say it, the base of building it with some elves that are building in it. So we can get that, and Edward looking over the construction site of Rivendell, maybe. We can get something like that, please.
I'll say that this
So
is the
yeah,
first teaser, so yeah, there are definitely things we didn't see, but that makes sense. We are just starting. We're barely gearing up for a. I mean, we've got 4 months to go. If in case anyone's forgotten, so
yeah,
there's plenty of time for all that. I think it's crazy we got as much as we did in this teaser. But agree,
yeah. We
I
we
can't wait to
got
see more.
crazy lot, and so I'm gonna head out and leave everyone else to
It was
speak
so
because I
nice of you
think
to
it's
join
taking
us.
forever.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much for
Thank you
being on the
so much,
stream.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Enjoy
V, and thank you for all the help
breaking
behind the
down.
scenes.
yeah, we really appreciate having
I
you
will
on, and gonna
be
miss
in
you.
Twitter for a bit and enjoy breaking down this bunch of Easter eggs just
Oh,
in one place.
we're gonna
So
have ourselves a time. Yeah.
have
Thank you. Have a
fun
Time
great
with
will be
it.
day.
had.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. All right, we might get someone. We might get a special guest on the stream here in a second. I think a little birdie told me somebody's downloading Riverside. So
Let's watch it again. Let's watch the trailer again. Let's watch the
we
trailer.
two times is our limit.
Okay.
We are gonna do frame by frame now. Let's go back to the beginning if that's all right, Kyle. And again, before we really dive into this in its entirety, I just want to take a moment to give a major shout out and acknowledgement to Kyle, who has not been in the panel, but he has been behind the scenes, putting up all these images you see on screen, helping guide conversation, finding articles. Absolute trooper. We could not do what we were doing today without him. We are so thankful that you're on the stream. So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge your efforts. Thank you so much for everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
But without further ado, oh man, it's time. Let's go into it. So we've got this first one. Let's look at the next frame here, and I'll just go up the line. Chiv, you'll have the next one.
Ooh. So
It's like
let's see
Kyle's
here.
grabbing some stuff. So yeah, this is a shot worth talking about. Oh man.
Looks like we got, what is that, Mount Doom in the background? And
it could be a different volcano.
yeah. It's the Misty Mountains with a bunch of lava on them.
There's no way to know for sure.
No way to know. But yeah, look at this. Like, we are getting inside glimpse of Mordor. I'm super excited to see the inner workings going on here, like later on in the scene, or in this teaser, I should say. It seems like we have some glimpses potentially of inside Barad-dûr, which is pretty crazy.
So this is something that's interesting. I just wanted to point out really quick. It looks like this is the Fortress of Barad-dûr. Potentially. Who knows? There could be a different tower. It looks like it's connected to Mount Doom. Like you can just go through a corridor, which I'm not sure. Is that in line with... I'm pretty sure in the text, Barad-dûr is pretty far away. But again, that's also Barad-dûr of the Third Age, when Frodo and Sam get to Mordor. So potentially he, I don't know. Interesting. What are your thoughts on this?
Maybe this is the first one that gets unfortunately knocked down. They build a bigger one farther away.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm super, super excited to see. I'm curious if we can scooch the still up just a little bit more. See where this lands. Yes. It looks like we got some forging going on here.
Chris, thoughts?
When we see the next frame, we have there it is. We have that's the ring verse, is it not? That's the motif for the ring verse. And
yeah,
very much is, yeah.
And oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I mean, it's like, what's going to happen when all that lava goes right into the middle? What's it going to make? What do we guys think it's going to make? It's going to be the One Ring. It's going to be the One Ring, and it's going to look amazing on Sauron's finger. And go ahead.
They talked about this in the article. They said that the One Ring sequence was a very intense sequence to film. I think this is part of it right here. We don't get to see the full shot, but that molten metal is going to flow through the ring verse and light it up, pool in the center. That's so cool.
Yeah. And once again, this isn't something we've really seen before in the show. I know we have the elven rings being crafted in the first season, and obviously the men and dwarven rings in the second season. But something like this, it's just very poetic. I can tell they probably put a lot of time and care into this one scene. I feel like the entire crew was like, one thing we got to get right this season: the ring forging. It's the One Ring, for Pete's sake. And I think they've done it. There's so many epic scenes, that throughout this trailer, just showcasing the One Ring being forged. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, Strider, thoughts about the next this and the next couple scenes?
Yeah, I wonder if the whole reason why, I don't know, this is maybe my D&D brain tuning in, but I think it also is very much in line with all of this. The reason why we have the verse here is this literally the spell that Sauron is casting, and this components are going through these to form the ring by also using the spell in a way, in like a written form. I wonder if that's kind of like a part to it. But I mean, it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It looks as cool as I could hope for making of the One Ring. But I really do wonder how they will, because so far they kind of had this approach of, and not to say it was bad by any means. They did have this approach of trying to kind of explain how the rings are being made, and you had like different components put into different rings and so on. So yeah, I wonder what else the making of the One Ring is going to bring, and I wonder if he'll maybe like keep repeating the phrase, or will he sing the phrase perhaps, because singing and the words have such a huge power in the world of Middle Earth. But anyway, I love the shot. It looks amazing, and I'm really curious to see what are the metaphysics of creating the One Ring that will be used in the show.
Oh, me too.
But we can go to the next one?
Not to throw another wrench. I know we keep doing detours. Anybody curious to hear how exactly the event went, live from the voice of somebody who lived it? Welcome to the stream, Jessica.
All right.
How's
your day going?
Feeling?
Nice, like chill as usual. Nothing crazy happening over there.
Whew. Yeah,
Those
nothing
of you
big.
That don't know, Jessica was in Hall H.
Yeah, that was absolutely nuts, y'all. I'm sure at this point everyone's seen the trailer and reacted to it, and you don't need my thoughts on the trailer, but being inside was absolutely crazy. So I'm still kind of reeling and like shaking. But wow. I mean, I want to hear y'all's thoughts on the trailer and our audiences. I mean, this was to me like absolutely peak. So
yeah.
what have you guys been chatting about
right now?
Okay, hell yeah. Let's do it. I've got like 5 devices open right now.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy.
So you guys are at the very beginning. Okay, so we're just at the
we just started going through frame by frame. We watched it 2 times, and we're just now going through.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just on time.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay,
Okay,
well,
so please be Doriath.
Yeah.
Please be Doriath.
Yeah.
Right. We got the flashback scene to the happy days of the first age, or around thereabouts. And it's Celeborn and Galadriel, and just having a nice time dancing in a nice forest. All as elves do. If elves do one thing, they dance in a forest. That's what you do in a forest if you're an elf. And I really hope this is the forest. Imagine if we get Doriath somehow, because I guess according to like the main version of things, they met in Doriath, and Celeborn was the kinsman of King Elthingol, the king of Doriath, the father of Luthien. And that's kind of like my favorite backstory of Celeborn, and I really hope this is what we're seeing here. Is anybody agreeing with this or thinking something else?
I probably agree with you wholeheartedly. I think this is. If I had to put money on it, yeah, I think this is probably the prologue. If I had to, if I was a betting man. But Chiv, what do you think?
Yeah.
Again, hard day.
That's what I think too.
Hard day for an Elandriel fan.
My boy Elrond looking really sad in this trailer too. He's heartbroken. Yeah, I think this would be really cool if this is Doriath, and if this is a flashback scene. Oh my god! Like, I hope this hits similar to the first time seeing the two trees. I have a feeling it's going to have a similar weight, at least to me. So very excited to see how this plays out if this truly is a flashback.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It's it's interesting because I didn't know how much we were going to get of Jamie Campbell Bower in the trailer. I didn't even know if they were going to announce him at Comic-Con, but they did, and he's heavily featured, which makes sense. He's a pretty big star, so I'm excited to see what kind of momentum he can bring to the show. I lost track of which order I was going in because Jessica came in and I think it shuffled but I think Chiv, it might be back to you to go over the next couple frames.
Ooh, let's see what we got here.
So yeah, right there, the ring verse getting filled in. This is why you got to watch the trailer multiple times. I'm sitting there being like, I bet this is gonna happen, and then they showed it in the trailer. I totally forgot. So freaking cool.
The only thing I can say, which kind of happens at the end of the trailer, is I wonder how Feanor Hammer is going to be used in this, because we see him holding it up towards the tail end there. So that's I think that's kind of pretty poetic if you think about it. And if he ends up using Feanor's hammer to either craft the One Ring or destroy Feanor's hammer to create the One Ring, that could also be really cool. So I would be
I put out a theory video on my Instagram and YouTube page a little bit ago because I was thinking about a comment the showrunners made in season 2 where they were talking about Sauron forging the One Ring, and one of the things they kept saying is, go back and pay attention to what he watched and what he wasn't there for. Does he have everything he needs to build the ring? What did he miss? What might he not have seen? And I spent so long thinking over it. And one of the main things I ended up landing on is I think that perhaps it was the scene where Galadriel gives up her dagger and melts the gold and silver from Valinor. So maybe him holding up that hammer is not him forging it, but him about to throw the hammer into the fire and melt down that gold and silver as a similar scene to Galadriel. And that's what they make the ring out of.
True creation requires sacrifice, if you will.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a really good theory.
Do you see we've got Northy has joined us as well. Northy was also at Hall H. Northy, how are you feeling? Is your heart slowed down yet, or is it still beating out of your chest?
I'm still trying to process. My head's very mashed and my heart's racing. I got goosebumps. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's so cool.
I'm so excited.
Look at this. Oh man. What a day. We're just going by frame, giving our thoughts on the teaser. Anything you want to share from your experience at Hall H, or are you just along for the ride? You want to give us your thoughts on scenes as well? You're free to participate.
I think I absolutely love the pictures of the fell beasts, and the just Sauron in general and Barad-dûr. Obviously, I know I only had 2 seconds, but the little small glimpse of Elrond, I was like, oh! And then Celeborn and Galadriel. It was quite interesting. I know people like to talk about hair, but the dancing scene, I know the mention proves that Glade of Flowers, and it must be maybe a flashback because the hair is shorter. And then when you cut to the scene in the possible dungeon or wherever.
See, we haven't even gotten there yet. I haven't even paid attention to his hair. Well, we watched it.
I'll stop. Let's do frame by frame.
No, we watched it. I just there's still things like that I haven't even clocked yet because.
Okay. I did overanalyze.
No, you're so good. Yeah, I will say with the Fell Beast, I'm surprised they literally used the exact same screech from the Jackson films, it sounded like. That was surprising. But it's an iconic creature noise.
I think the wing patterns of the fell beasts and
the fell beasts
fluidity
do
of
look
them,
different a little bit.
Yeah, but obviously they are a bit dragon-like, but they are obviously also different. But the VFX and the fluidity, when I think they just look amazing so far. So I'm really excited to see how we'll see that as part of the story.
Yeah, Sauron sacrifices the Harfoots into Ordruin. No Harfoots in the trailer. They didn't make an appearance. I think it was an accurate assumption that they're probably not going to be in season 3 this time.
True creation requires sacrifice, and according to the comment, Sauron might have used them in some way to create the ring.
I don't think so.
No, who knows what's going to happen with them, but so far I'm loving this. And I was going to say, like, I like this shot because this it's a fell beast, obviously it has to be. It looks brighter than usual, so I wonder if this is like a younger one somehow. And also I feel like someone in the comments said that they haven't been seen for ages, that they haven't basically been seen before
so they could be like
the ring rates get them in the.
They've been living
so I wonder if this is like, I wonder if this is like the only one, or like the Primarch or of some kind of this type. I wonder how they will explain it, because I don't think they were a thing. I agree with this theory. I don't think they were a thing before. I think even in the chapter of, I don't know if it's the Battle of Pelennor Fields or whichever of the chapters it is, when Witch King comes on the fell beast, I think it says something about who knows where it came from. Was it spawned in one of the dark pits of Mordor, or in one of the ages from before, or something like that? So it's kind of like the within the story, it's unclear where it comes from. It's not like we heard of it before. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this. Will they present this as some kind of like a dragon type creature, or what they will do at it? But still, it looks cool, and I feel like we've only seen one. So I wonder if maybe the man himself might hop on, because you get if you're the main guy, you get the coolest ride, right?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome to see him riding it. But maybe it'll just be for the Nazgul. Let's go, Chris. I think next couple frames. What do you think? Maybe we skipped a few. I don't know if we.
Oh, Gandalf.
Did we jump ahead a lot? I don't know
think
if
we did jump ahead, actually.
Oh yeah, we jumped ahead a lot. So we did the foraging.
Sorry.
Okay, so
we're
right here.
Look at that aura form from the Dark Lord himself. Wow, man, what a shot! It gives very Ted Naismith, in my opinion. I think this whole trailer does. This one shot in particular reminds me of a Ted Naismith painting, and I mean, like, how can you not love that? Like, that's literally, in my opinion, the embodiment of Middle-earth. And I guess Sauron got his idea of using crows from Sauron himself. And
yes.
Like, I was going to say, is he doing something similar?
I assume they're probably being used as spies in some way. Who's he spying on? I have no clue. Maybe it's Galadriel.
Calling it now.
Maybe it's...
He sends them to find out that Celeborn's been rescued. This is how he learns that.
Okay. That makes sense. But yeah, it's a great shot. Again, I think he's in the armor. Armor. Not just his attire that we see in the Empire magazine. But it's a great shot.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Jessica, if you're still here, do you want to give us your thoughts on the next couple frames?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Because like the connection is so bad.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Are we on the orc?
We are. We're on the orc.
Okay, and his name is Manuk. Is that what we've got confirmed?
It was something. I think it had at least 3 syllables, but I don't remember what it was.
I think there was an
I
R
think
in
it
there.
was. Oh gosh, because
Maruk?
I
It's like
definitely typed.
Monrock or something. Yeah.
I thought it was MANU with the thing KH or something, Marnuk or something. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this design. This is Adam Young here, and he looks so cool. And his little smile and hearing about the dynamic between him and Arondir, who does not trust him. Like
Yeah, Rondir looks
I've
so
always been,
unhappy.
yeah, I have been hyped for this storyline. Like I'm living for it. This orc is going to be my friend. Like I just love him and he looks so cool and so creepy in the best
Just
way.
Marnuk. I
And
checked.
yeah, Marnuk. Okay, yeah, I can't roll my R's like Strider can. Absolute legend of the R rolling. So yeah, this is I'm anticipating this storyline so hard. Like this guy looks incredible. This is one of my favorite
Oh,
Uruk designs that I've seen.
well, I just saw a wild. Sorry, I saw something pop up and then it disappeared. So keep going. Oh, there it is. Look who it is.
Who is
The
it?
big man himself.
He's here.
Harry.
Yes.
I cannot stay too long. I only got 30 seconds, but wow, what a trailer. I think this shows, I'm so happy, everyone's got to see it. It feels like a whole different show. There's so much in there, and I'm sure you guys have already dissected so much. But yeah, so many fun
We
things.
just started.
Oh, you just started? No, yeah, that's been nice. But no, yeah, really exciting. Again, thank you to the team, everyone here as well. And yeah, very, very exciting for the fandom, for everyone. Some of the ring rates, the Galadriel Celeborn scenes, seeing Barad-dûr, so much in there. So yeah, that's all I can say because I have to get out now straight away. But saying really, really good. And yeah, great to see high viewership today as well. Really, really excited. And Aidan, you look good as well. Dress up for the occasion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
You're too
All
kind.
right, see you guys.
Okay, see ya. Bye. How dare you stand where Glug stood? I love that. All right. Jessica, I'm sorry. Do you have anything else you wanted to say about this or maybe the next frame?
Show me the next frame. I'm not getting Harry's audio. Like I'm not getting, so I'm like my connection is about to cut out. I'm in the conference center at the hotel. Like I can't even go to like my room and get better Wi-Fi. So I missed all the jokes there, but no, I'm gonna let you guys take over because there's so much going on here. I'll let someone else talk about this shot of Galadriel. Yeah, me and my 5 devices exactly lost their habit. Like nothing is working right now. But I am so excited for Marnuk. He is my best friend. He and the Mumak are my best friends, and that Mumak is also going to be Gandalf's friend. So you guys can have fun talking about that later. But y'all be good. And thank you to everyone in the chat for joining. And you guys have just been killing it on socials. Aidan, Chiv, Strider.
Oh, you've
Chris.
been killing
Thank
it.
you.
You've been killing it.
I ain't been doing shit, but having fun.
Have some fun
But
for
thanks,
us.
guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate having you on.
Cheers.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right. I hate to keep doing all this jumping around. I promise we'll dissect the trailer. People are clamoring for the comments. Yes, we have seen it. Let's talk about it for a second. Simon Pegg as the Balrog. If we want to go ahead and get a Balrog image up. This was announced. The Balrog will be speaking this season. He will have a role in the show. He will have a conversation with Sauron, I believe is what it said in the article. And he'll be voiced by Simon Pegg. What do we think about that?
Well, that's certainly news. Okay, firstly, that's a great photo, Simon Pegg. I love Simon Pegg. That's a brilliant photo. Well done, Kyle. I guess. I mean, I think it's really cool that we'll get to see. Sorry, to hear Balrog speaking. He is one of the Maiar. He is now fallen Maiar. He's a demon, but still, he's a being of terrifying intelligence. I believe so. I think it's really cool, but I would not have thought of Simon Pegg being as someone to voice a Balrog, but actually I can see. I mean, he's a great actor. I'm sure he's going to do a fantastic job of that. And also, just one more time, this is such a good photo. He looks so cool on that. Hell yeah!
Can I interject real quick?
Please.
The the concept of having a Balrog speaking is actually pretty awesome. I don't know exactly why a Maya would not be able to speak or be a mute, considering Gothmog was the lieutenant of Morgoth, and I mean I know people will probably say that, oh well, they're beasts and all that, but it's like, yeah, Tolkien never really says they're beasts. That's more of a illustrative perspective from people like Ted Naismith and obviously Peter Jackson. But I think that Simon Pegg is where I wouldn't say I have a problem with it, but his voice doesn't lend itself really to that image of a Balrog, in my opinion. But I'm sure he's very talented. He'll probably put on an incredible voice, but I'll have to be sold on it first.
I think I can help sell it. So if you recall in Star Wars The Force Awakens, Simon Pegg played the Jakku junk dealer, and he had a very he had, so the guy was like 1/4 portion or whatever. So I think if he taps
True.
into that, it should sound pretty decent.
I'm already sold. Yep, you reminded me of that. Yep, I'm already sold. Yep, he can do that voice. Okay, I like it. Aidan, I think you're muted.
I am. Sorry, I was typing. I was gonna say, I had the most intelligent thought that I just said. It's probably the smartest thing anyone's ever said, but you'll never hear it. No, I was just saying, yeah, Shiv, that is such a good point for bringing that up. I do think he could tap into that, and I also think they could probably add a lot of like digital effects or like fire crackling to his voice to kind of lend to it. I totally agree. When I first heard that, when I first saw that he was going to be voicing the Balrog, I was like, why on earth is the Balrog talking? But it's such a good point. They are Maiar. They are spirits. Like, just because the Jackson version doesn't have him talk, and just because we don't get any lines from him in the Fellowship of the Ring book, doesn't mean they aren't capable of doing it. Like, they aren't just mindless beasts. And even mindless beasts, trolls can talk too. So it's like, if the trolls can talk,
exactly.
why can't Balrogs?
How would Gothmog not been able to communicate with Morgoth? I don't think he was ordering him around like a pet. I think they were communicating with one another.
Well, here's the other thing: is that you're talking about the Balrog talking to Morgoth. It sounds like from what we heard, the Balrog's gonna be talking to Sauron. So maybe it even is just like a mental communication. Like maybe they just talk to each other telepathically, and that's fine too.
But also, if I can interject there, Gandalf literally does have a spell duel with him. Like, this is what happens when they meet. They actually meet. So when in the books, when the Fellowship starts fleeing down towards when they get on the move after this fight with orcs, they up in Balin's tomb, in that room, they at some point Gandalf tells them to start moving, to keep going, and then he'll catch up, and he stays, and he actually tries to cast a spell to like block a certain door from moving, and actually the Fellowship is waiting for him, and suddenly he basically gets thrown down the staircase towards them, and he tells them that he tried to block the doors, the huge stone doors, with the spell, and that somebody on the other side countered him. And at this point, we still in the books, we still don't know that it's a Balrog. We learn a couple pages later, but yeah, he literally casts spells in Fellowship of the Ring, so it makes complete sense. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things where, as Aidan said, like, it's in the movies, we don't. Yeah, thank you, Otaku Senpai. The counter spell was terrible; it nearly broke me. And then he says, even after that, I think I'm kind of drained, and this is such a bad luck, when he realizes it's a Balrog. So I think it's pretty cool that we get to see this.
Okay. Strider, something about your browser not allowing recording. Just heads up. But yeah, this is a very exciting thing. I did want to mention, we kind of glossed over it because I was distracted with something else. It looks like Northy left as well. So a thank you to Northy for joining the stream. It was lovely to have you on for the brief moment you were able to join. I understand they've all got much more exciting stuff to worry about because they're, out in the thick of it. But we've got nowhere to be. So let's get right back to the trailer breakdown, I think, unless anyone else wants to talk a bit more about this lovely guy here.
Let's see that teaser.
All right, let's go back to the teaser. This is the scene we're on. I don't know where we left off, but let's go to Chris. Scene of Galadriel's face being... She looks like she's very traumatized and battered and bruised, and there is somebody caressing her head gently.
I wonder if it's Celeborn. Probably Celeborn. Or maybe she's hallucinating Sauron. I have genuinely no clue.
This could be a messed up. Yeah, maybe she's having a bad day and she feels a hand and she looks up and then it's just Sauron in her mind, hey babe, everything all right?
Exactly. And considering how lit the shot is, it could be a Rondir for all I know. I mean, I don't know why he would be touching her hair unless to calm her. She's obviously distraught for some reason. I have no clue if this is like after they find Celeborn, before they find Celeborn, but either way, it seems like she's not in a very good mood. And hopefully someone is there to help her out. Maybe it's Celeborn. I hope it's Celeborn. I really hope it's Celeborn.
What is this? What is this new devilry I'm seeing in the chat about 4 episodes? Haven't seen anything personally on my end. That'd be crazy if that's true. I'll keep an eye out for that. 4 episodes at once is wild. I hope they don't do that. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so much work to cover.
There was first 2 episodes, then 3 episodes. This season will be 4 episodes to start. Next season's going to be 5 episodes, and then we're just going to go ahead and throw all the episodes of season 5 on the plate at the beginning, and we can binge it all at once.
I don't like that. That's not something that I feel comfortable hearing. I'd rather it be less episodes than more. But real quick, next scene. Looks like we've got a little bit of a Nazgul if you want to keep going on that, Chris.
Yeah, this is from the Empire magazine shot, or the Empire. Yeah, I mean, he looks great. He looks fantastic. I wonder if this is the lead up to that one scene we see later on in this trailer where he picks up that dude. I think that's probably what it's going to be. He's going to come across a bunch of elves and be like, I can take these guys on all by myself. And he probably will. Because that's just how cool these Nazguls are. But yeah, he's in the middle of a forest. I wonder who it is. I wonder if it's Kamul, if it's Belgezar, if it's Kemen, if it's any of these possible Nazgul candidates. We'll have to wait and see.
Another thing.
Go for it.
Another thing that's pretty cool about this scene is it almost mirrors Fellowship of the Ring scene.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Go for it. Also, you're a little close to your mic.
Oh, all right. I'll back up. There we go. So if I think a couple scenes or frames ahead, we can see a couple characters hiding, like kind of in a berm. Yeah. So this seems to mirror the Fellowship of the Ring scene where they're kind of hiding under the tree and the Nazgul comes by. Could be misleading cuts as well, and these aren't even related, but based on the proximity, it seems like that could be possible. Another thing, I'll have to see if I can pull up a photo as other people speak, but the flower in between them, I wonder, didn't one of the Ents have flowers on them, and I can't. Weren't they yellow? Double check that.
They were white, I think.
Oh, they were white. Okay, never mind. False alarm. But yeah, I just
Okay.
like the symmetry.
Real quick, is that the same orc that they're traveling with? It probably has to be.
It must be. I'm pretty sure it is.
Interesting to note that they've got a sword to his throat, so they definitely do not trust this guy, which I like.
I like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like them being very friendly with orcs unless it's like a ratbag character from Shadow of Mordor. But as long as Galadriel has a sword to his throat at all times, or most of the time, then it's like if he has some intel that they want, then I don't see a problem with it. I do hope he has a great personality, though. I hope that he's sly. I hope he's funny. I love the design. We'll see how the rest of them is.
Yeah. No, I'm very interested to see where this storyline goes. Strider, if you want to take the next couple of frames.
Let's go.
If our good friend Kyle is still, yeah. So we see them, yeah. It looks like, yeah. You go ahead. What do you think we see here?
I don't know if there's like a slightly more of this scene, but it does look like a couple of orcs going through a forest. I mean, can't really discuss that much. I wonder. I mean, okay, let's try to connect some things. So the previous scene with Arondir and Galadriel and the orc. I wonder if they're traveling somewhere and like maybe there's like because what you have that whole for Sauron and elves in Eriador in this period, which maybe is something that they will not fully show, but there could be like scattered groups of orcs across Eriador. Let's assume that it's this area of Middle Earth. So who knows what's happening? They might have overtaken basically that part of Middle Earth, and then there are only like certain free parts like Lindon and Rivendell. So it would make sense that this is just maybe like one of those shots where we see orcs patrolling around, and it's just further showing us the dire situation that the world is in, and also that Arondir, Galadriel, and the orc are. I guess that's kind of like the best guess I can do here. But maybe we can see the next one.
Yeah. The next scene, I think, is the one we talked about a little bit earlier with the fell beast flying overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, like, this must be the scene, or this must be the season where, Sauron just starts winning, basically. Because, if you know what happens with how Numenorians get involved later down the road in the story, we have to see Sauron win, or kind of like get to close, not win, but like get very close to winning. So this is just probably all part of this, where Sauron is spreading his forces across, and if that theory was right, he might be also the man like riding across and like overseeing his army's advance. I feel like if I had to make a bet, I would say that's what's happening here.
Yeah. This reminds me of the scene from Fellowship of the Ring when they see the fell beast fly overhead when they're on the Great River and they don't know what it is. They just see some massive winged shape. This is exactly how I picture that moment in the book. But let's go into the next couple frames. Chiv, what do you think? Ooh, yeah, you've got some interesting.
Yeah, what the
ones
heck
here.
is that?
It's all on you, buddy.
Great.
You tell us. Come on.
Oh my god. I'm assuming this has to be related to our friendly neighborhood Dark Wizard. If I had to guess, or it could be related to Gandalf. I don't know. But
It looks like that's the scene that's kind of painted here. As we see Gandalf next.
yeah.
I bet you
So
he's
maybe
being shown a vision or something. 'Cause, yeah, that's definitely
He's the
Gandalf.
servant of the secret fire. Just throwing that
New-
out there.
yeah.
New robes looking fresh.
Oh yeah. Oh, so maybe this is like I know we were talking about like the Yoda Tom Bombadil earlier. I wonder if they're doing some sort of gain more of your
Oh.
powers, and this is where he unlocks more with the secret fire. I think that would make sense.
I hope not. I hope the secret fire isn't something they show physically on screen, because it's a very ethereal element of Tolkien's world. It's kind of this like it's we don't need to get too into the weeds of what the secret fire is, but I almost hope that they leave that kind of up to interpretation. And yeah, it does
We'll have
give
to see.
very Moses vibes, as Kyle said. Okay,
Yeah,
one
it does.
more.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, Moses
All
in
right,
the
one more
desert.
frame, Chiv. I think we've got the Dark Wizard next. Yes. So this looks like the same lighting. I know you said that you think this is Tom Bombadil, but what if this is the Dark Wizard?
Ooh, a lot could happen then. I wonder. I mean, this could lead to many things. Could Gandalf sway the Dark Wizard into joining him on a quest, perhaps? Or is he going to continue down the path of dealing with dark dealings with Sauron? So this could be a turning point for the character, which could be interesting if they decide to go that route.
Yeah. We do know from the Empire article we got yesterday that Kamel, the Easterling, is going to be convinced to join Sauron in part because Kamel feels slighted by the Dark Wizard usurping his power, and he wants to get it back. So if Sauron is giving somebody that's mad at the Dark Wizard power, that seems to reason that maybe Sauron and the Dark Wizard are at odds, because he's directly giving somebody underneath the Dark Wizard a shot at, more of a fighting chance. Curious if maybe he's like, oh shoot, I can't beat Sauron. I'm actually gonna. I don't know. It'd be cool to see if Gandalf can make him not evil. Okay. With that, sounds like Kyle is going to be hopping off. Thank you so much, Kyle, for everything you did during the stream. We could not have done this without you. I'll go ahead and
but seriously, it's the amount of stuff this man has been doing this whole time since we started. It's been crazy. So thank you so much. Thanks, man.
I don't know how he did
Hopefully we get to see you soon.
I don't know how he did the thing where
Also,
he minimized it. He had a much better.
Otaku Senpai brings a solid point. Can we just call the Dark Wizard Palando at this point?
I suppose we can. Yeah, I mean, that's a leak that we brought. Oh man, my sharing screen is not as good as his. Let me see if I can. You know what?
What if you try full screen and then share window?
Yeah, I'm just gonna full screen and sit.
There you go.
There we go. Oh yeah. That worked. Okay, so let's jump back to where we were. Dark Wizard. We might have somebody trying to join. Let me send a link. Okay, one sec. Lot to juggle. Lot going on.
if I may interject real quick with my
Go
own
for it,
thought.
please. Yeah.
We don't see his robe. I
No,
was hoping
someone
that
told
we
me to. Yeah.
we can see like his shoulder right there, but I don't think it's enough to, definitively say that his robes are blue. However, I am fully expecting him to be Palondo this season, at least be named, and that's enough for me. I mean, I don't think he has to necessarily have blue robes. It would be a nice thing to have for sure, but as long as he's named Palondo, then I don't. I would be fine with that. But I did wish we would see a little bit more of a glimpse of his robes. We didn't get it enough.
That's it right there, and it's hard to tell. Doesn't look very blue.
No.
The next scene is we've got Rondir looking
Ooh.
at
Very
something
interesting.
going
This
on.
is very interesting.
This is a really to keep going with you, Chris, what do you think is happening here?
Well, something's being besieged. I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me this is Amon Long. This is Mirkwood. Something like look at
That's a good shot.
Yeah, look, Amon Long is what Dol Guldur used to be when Orifer was the king of it, and it was sat upon a hill. This is literally on top of a hill, and we have dark trees, dark woods everywhere. I mean, if they want to show off Mirkwood aesthetics that we know, it would be like in the middle of a dark forest. And look who's looking at the shot. It's a Rondir, a Sylvan Elf. Yeah, I would think that maybe, Sauron has his legion trying to attack Amon Long, and maybe that's actually, we do know in the books Orifer leaves Amon Long at some point to create a new kingdom inside of Mirkwood. Maybe this is what happens. Maybe we get to see our first look at the Mirkwood elves in season 3. Super exciting.
That is such a cool insight. I hope
there could be a good connection if we skip to the scene that had the elves being grabbed by a Nazgul. We should see if the costumes look.
It looks like the elven costumes.
It's Linden. It's Linden elves.
Linden elves.
Yeah, and they are getting.
This does look like a different setting. We'll wait until we get farther in the trailer, but this lighting, I think this is where they find Celeborn.
Okay.
It could be. It's not to discredit your theory. That could still very well be true. But I do think this, whatever this is where Celeborn has been held all these years.
There is an interesting spot in this trailer where Galadriel, Arondir, and the orc are sitting like in a snowy area. I have no clue where they're at, but I believe it's snowy. It could be
Fellowship of Fans. We talked about their journey going north, so.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe
interesting.
Maybe we'll see. Strider, what do you think of this scene? Got this elf guy gets picked up,
chokeslammed. Oh my god, it's the Undertaker. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have been showing some of the powers of the rings, and I guess in this show they have to be more than just glorified jewelry, because they're not really. We don't really see a lot of them being used directly and like in your face during the Lord of the Rings story. Not in the books even. So in this show they're kind of playing it up a bit, and I feel like this is probably a point where they're trying to just like show us how powerful these folks are. But I wonder what are the limits. So we did also see that shot where there seemed to be a sword floating around, the Galadriel's sword, when she meets Celeborn. So I guess it's just like leaning more into the powers of the rings.
Very, very true. The next scene we do see is an interesting shot of Galadriel.
She's probably looking at the Fellbeast.
Oh, you're so... Wow, look at that. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I wonder.
That was quick.
Instantly, yeah. got a new hair design this season.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. I feel like it
Yeah.
looks really cool. I think it really suits her. She looks even more elvish now.
Yeah, she's got a
There's just
new,
something about this sleeker hair. I don't know that makes it look even more elvish.
Yeah, I do 100% believe that this could be the Fell Beast moment, which I think is juxtaposed with the next shot of the Fell Beast right after, which we talked about a little
There
bit
you go.
earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move right past this
Yeah.
to this is a killer quote. I like this a lot. Shiv, what do you think about this?
On point.
Death might well be the price of saving it. Oh boy.
I think this confirms that it is a conversation with the Dark Wizard, because I think it's a response. Middle Earth will burn, and then he responds, death might well be the price of saving it.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's kind of confirming what we were talking about earlier with when they're kind of standing next to the fire. That I don't know. I'm leaning towards they might end up partnering together, and maybe this is a conversation where Gandalf's trying to convince him of just like, hey, like maybe you're on the right path with these thoughts, but calm down a bit, calm down, and kind of helps him show him the way towards a peaceful future. So I'd be very curious.
What about you, Olmo? What do you think about this? Welcome to the stream, by the way, if you're in or not. We'll give him a moment.
Just before Wilmo jumps in, as David says in the comment, I was thinking as well, like the fact that Gandalf says this, death might be the price of saving Middle Earth. Well, that's exactly
and
it.
He does die in Khazad-dûm. That's so true. Yeah. That is very interesting. Next shot we see, I'm going to go ahead and nab this one real quick. I think this is finally the western shores of Numenor.
Oh, okay. I would be very happy with that, because I was thinking like this obviously is Numenor, but I didn't think, I was like, we have not seen this before. This must be somewhere else. So that's a good shout.
I think, yeah. I don't think this is not the same entrance we saw in season 1, because that one was like, I don't really know how to describe it. It had like the big face on the side of the mountain, and it was like through the canyon. I think this is the harbor entrance for the city of the Western Shores, where Elendil's storyline is going to be this season. And we lost Olmo for a bit. We'll see if he can get back in. So we'd love to have him.
Hey, the connection under the sea is not very good these days.
No, it's it's hard juggling. We got a lot of people coming in and out. But speaking of Numenor, Chris, what is going on in this scene?
This is one of the most exciting scenes from the trailer for me. This is, I'm going to guess, we're inside the palace here, a new section of the palace, and it's Gil-galad visiting the king and asking him for help in the war of Sauron and the elves. And we see Lord Belgazar on the right as well, or on the left, but yeah, I mean, this is exactly what's going on. Gil-galad's asking for help. Gil-galad's dripped out. Pharazon's dripped out. Belgazar's dripped out. Everybody's looking great. The set looks great. Beautiful lighting. I just wonder how this is going to go down. You know, we have two very heady.
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
I think Gil-galad does not know what's going on in Numenor. It's been cut off. He's not aware. He goes to visit. He sends word for aid. He gets ghosted. He finally goes, we need help so badly. I'm just going to go to Numenor and ask them personally myself as the Elven King. He gets there, and Pharazon, he's a politician. He's a manipulator. We watched him act like he was on people's sides all through Shiv. I think you're clicking a little loud. All through seasons 1 and 2, various points he pretended to be on Muriel's team. I think he's going to do the same thing with Gil-galad. Is he's going to say, we need your army. Pharazon's going to go, I'd love to give you my army, but there's these insurgents on the west that are causing trouble, and we can't give up our army until we deal with them. And I think he's going to trick Gil-galad into helping them fight the faithful. And there might be a moment where he realizes, oh, shoot, why don't we just get the faithful to come with us?
We see a shot of Elendil leading the faithful at one point.
Yeah.
And I wonder if he's looking at the other side, and there's a big elf king on the other side of the field with Farazan, and he's like, I've been betrayed. That would be insane. That would be very interesting.
That would be great drama.
That would be, yeah.
Olmo, my lad, are you with us?
Yeah,
Can I
am.
Sorry, just very quickly before Olmo gets his spot in the sun.
Wait your turn.
Wait your turn. You did not. You already spoke too much. No, I just want to say I'm going to share in the chat. We have our full trailer breakdown article, so interested people can check it out.
Wait for us to get around to it. Someone else already did it.
Yeah, someone else already did it. Olmo, what's up, my man? How are you feeling? What do you think of the trailer?
Hello, guys. Aidan, nice tie. I like the look. I like the tie.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm good. Yeah, it's been a lot to digest. I think for everyone, crazy trailer. I think there's a lot of good things about it. I saw that in the chat. There's like a lot of comments about how to pronounce. I'm not gonna even say those names anymore. I'm not even gonna bother. But those names.
No, you have to say it. Everybody.
Anybody
who brings it up.
I'm gonna say Nazgul.
That's
okay?
not the name.
I don't care. I don't recall the last time that I got bothered about a mortal being. All right. Anyway, to get back on topic, no, I think the trailer was really cool. I liked the fact that there were like the fell beasts had a very Peter Jackson sound to them. I really like that. And yeah, there's a lot of potential about it. So
yeah, it's a very cool sound effect. So I'm glad that they brought it back. But since you're here, why don't you go ahead and tell us what is going on in this scene? This is probably one of the most interesting shots from the trailer we've gotten, in my opinion.
Can you play it?
Oh, we played the trailer through twice. We're going frame by frame now, but I'll play just for a second. It's just
because I just need the context of it. Because
I mean, that's it. We just see them for 2-3 seconds. Is that right? That's it.
Do we know who it is? I guess it's Galadriel on the front, right?
It looks like it could be Galadriel. This is the interesting figure here. Who do you think that is?
I don't know. It's sure as hell not me. I know that much.
It kind of looks
I
like
would be riding a seahorse, not a horse. All right.
Oh,
so that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. It's a good question.
Sure.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it could be two characters to me. Like it slightly looks like Theo, but it also looks like Isildur quite a bit. But that was me clicking earlier. I was actually going back and forth. I'm like, what is this? So apologize, but
No, you're good. Theo, we didn't see him in the trailer. Now that I am thinking about it, someone asked, "Is it Sauron on the black horse?" It could be. I think the outfit looks a little too plain to be Sauron. It looks like it's just kind of a slate gray tunic. It is Sauron's colors, but he doesn't have the crown, which I guess he doesn't have to wear all season. But
the hair's throwing me off. The hair is what's throwing me off because that's Sauron's hair. I don't know too many people with.
Well, there's a 5-year time jump, so Theo could grow his hair out. Yeah, we've got a better look
Theo
at this
could
here.
for sure, and the actor I think has been growing. I think he grew something crazy between season 1 and season 2 already. So he's in that age where you just like jump by like 15 centimeters in one summer.
Yeah.
So I think it could be Theo. I think that's a pretty good shout, and it would be interesting to see him with longer hair.
Oh, that's such a good point. It
and
doesn't
as
look
someone
like Beric.
says,
So yeah,
it doesn't look like Beric. No, it does not. And you know, Theo and Galadriel did have a couple of like warm scenes, let's say like that, in season 1. So it's interesting to think what would bring the two of them together, because it doesn't seem like Galadriel was anywhere nearby where Theo would presumably be in season 3. But I could see that. Like, it could be Theo. It would make sense. I think it makes sense for them to reunite at some point, especially this is the season when she gets to see her husband again. And she is Theo is the person that she actually mentioned Celeborn for the first time too. So
yeah, I think that's a good theory. Next scene we get is Galadriel in new armor. This is a cool new look. Chiv, where is this?
Yeah, if you look at the top left region, it looks like there's a body hanging in a cage.
You're right. It seems
which is pretty crazy.
Also right.
And there's a body on the ground that looks like it either is an orc, and hopefully it wasn't that companion orc, but I don't know what that is. But what's interesting too is she looks pretty angry, but it does look like she's looking at Celeborn. So I don't know if this is like fighting her way into the room and then she sees him.
I think that could be it. Yeah. Because the next scene, yeah, she drops her sword. So she definitely got. Yeah, that answers that question.
One click answers it all.
I love when we make a theory like, I think this is it. We go to the next frame. It's like, oh yeah,
yeah.
This is definitely the first moment, and he looks like he's in bad shape.
He's seen some things, it looks like.
So he's been
I think he saw the kiss between Galadriel and Elrond, probably.
The kiss game.
Which
Yeah,
I think we're getting close to that scene.
Oh,
yeah, that 4K
man.
video.
Yeah. Let me get a Celeborn.
Oh my god, we're not even halfway through the trailer.
Look at her
54
breastplate.
seconds is Elrond.
I love her
Yeah.
breastplate and her hair.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
And she has chainmail on too. I'm always
This
a
is an
sucker for good chainmail.
Awesome. This is an awesome armor.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Yeah. I wish she had pauldrons on, but I'm fine. Like as long as she has chainmail and a chest plate, it's fine. That has to be one of the trees, no, or both of the trees. I see just one tree.
Yeah, it has to be one of the trees. But I think just to the comment about the pauldrons, I guess it makes sense if they were kind of like on a, you don't want to march across the world in like wearing like super heavy armor. I mean, it's elvish still, so it's probably not that heavy, but yeah, it just makes sense, like for stealthy purposes and so on, to be a bit more on the lighter side. But it looks really cool, and her hair is fantastic.
Yes,
it looks awesome. And then we see. So it looks
there
like.
We go.
Yeah, so this looks like this is sometime later, when they're in the. This might be the same scene from earlier, when she was looking up.
Check out what Celeborn's wearing. It's full chainmail, so it's a bit different from the one that we just saw. So obviously he's changed clothes since then.
I think that's what he's wearing in this shot.
Oh yeah, it is. I thought he was just wearing a tunic there. It looks like chainmail.
Shot of Galadriel looking up at the
Amazon in their 1080p resolution.
Well, anyway, there was a scene of her looking up at the Fell Beast. I think this could be that same moment. They reunite. They see the Fell Beast.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's a cool shot.
Whoa.
Olmo, what do you think of this?
I like it. I like the color. I don't want to be biased, but I like the color. Something speaks to me about the color. Yeah, it's cool.
Wow, Ulmo liking the people of the sea. How shocking.
I mean, I have a very tough relationship with them. It's still I'm not going to comment about what's going to happen, but if you know, you know. But yeah, no, I like the shot. I like the big. There's a big tree behind them, and like on the other side of as well. I don't know. It's I wonder where this could be. I don't know if
Do you think this is in Numenor? Yeah, or Middle Earth?
Yeah, that's a $1 million question. and you don't even know if it's them going to battle or preparing to like take the ship to get to Middle Earth, possibly too. You know, this could be one or the other.
This sounds like the first leak that I mentioned when I did a Second Age show, which is about a big conflict being in Numenor this season. I think this could be it.
Hey, listen, I like
But
conflict.
yeah,
Oh.
I think that is an Aryan right there.
Yep, that looks
Yeah,
like
that
an
makes
Aryan.
sense. I do want to say I'm extremely happy to see something that looks like we're not maybe there in like a completely perfect way yet, but I'm really happy to see something that looks like a proper sized army in full daylight directly above. We
Yes.
can actually see it. There's a
And
bunch of people on screen.
This is
I'm very
just
happy with this.
faithful, too.
It's mending some wounds from season 1 and all the COVID things going on back then.
Yeah. That's why I've been so excited for this season. This is kind of like the first time that like they really just have, you know, everything going for them. Like they've got their full strength. There weren't any major issues this season with the production side, at least that we know of. It could be a good time. The next scene we see, of course,
Can I
is
say one thing about this real quick? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Go for it.
Christopher, you can go first, then I'll go after you. But I have a big one.
I love how this is all the faithful, but it's probably from different regions in Numenor.
It looks like a mismatched
It's a
team. I noticed
ragtag
that.
group of faithful wearing different armor sets, which I love. I'm a sucker for a bunch of different armor
Which
sets.
you'll see juxtaposed against the next army we see in the trailer,
Okay.
which we'll get to in a second.
Elendil looks awesome.
Elendil, his armor's looking a little more rugged last time we saw it. Great look.
That's not an army. I don't know what you're calling.
This is an interesting shot. I didn't really. I'm just
Marky
now.
would say it's for dwarves, like they're obviously an army.
Well, this is interesting because I didn't really notice what this was the first time I saw it, but yeah, this looks like Durin, Disa, and their children.
It might be them leaving.
Maybe they get kicked out of Khazad-dûm. We know there's a big plot line about, the struggle between him and his brother, who we learned is going to be named Thrain. Maybe they get exiled, which is a crazy thing to show in the trailer. If that's true.
I wonder if that's their kids. I think
yeah, who knows? But I do want to say, and I guess that was the shot you were looking for, like that army that Elendil is leading is juxtaposed with, or not just, but like they're like directly in opposition to that army we saw with Gil-galad and Pharazôn. Though of course I don't think that Gil-galad's going to be fighting any faithful in Numenor. But yeah, if we could try to find that shot, just to try to look at the lighting and so on.
This?
No, the one with Pharazôn and in armor, the one with Pharazôn and
yeah, it's the same scene, and we can
it
see
must be the same scene.
We can see their army here is. I think these are the two armies meeting, but we'll get to that in just a second. We've got our one and only shot at Elrond this trailer, which is crazy.
V in shambles.
Yeah, he looks like he's not having a great time.
He's in Numenor.
Maybe saw Chiv's TikTok. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what this could be, but I'm gonna hold off.
He's in Numenor. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I also might have the same feeling as you, Aidan.
Something Elros related, I think.
Yes, and also Ariandel or Earendil or whatever related. Might be looking at a portrait of Elros. Might be looking at the great statue of Ariandel, but something related to his lineage for sure.
Yeah. No, I think that's. Yeah, David says seeing his brother's statue. I think this could absolutely be that moment. This is a cool scene. Orcs behind a Nazgul, and he.
All of this is amazing.
Yeah,
all of this is amazing.
We've got a Nazgul pulls out a sword, and then two Nazgul against Durin. Chiv, what's going on here?
Ooh. I wonder if the Nazgul help in the potential family strife this season. Like if Thrain's coming in and thinking he is the rightful heir, does he somehow get corrupted by or utilize the Nazgul Ghoul?
Oh my
Ring
God.
servant.
Nazgnagal.
Nazgul.
Nazgul.
Going with ring servant for the remainder of the stream. So that could be very very interesting.
Oh, you think like the ring race help kick him out?
I'm thinking that could be a potential here.
Oh, that would be. Also, I just gotta say, this is an awesome look. I love. He's got a new crown, which makes sense because Durin the Third is wearing it when he fought the Balrog, so they had to make a new one. This is an awesome look. King Durin is such a vibe. Holy cow. Love that.
He's changed clothes. Finally. We've got new clothes on Durin.
Everyone got new. Wait, except for Arondir, right? He's still in the.
Yeah, Arondir is still in his Sylvan Southlanders. He loves that armor, dude.
That's so disappointing. It's been 5 years.
I know.
Do you think this is in Khazad-dûm, or do you think this is in?
No. This is Barad-dûr. This is Barad-dûr. This is a red herring. This is Barad-dûr for sure. And see how the lanterns are different. The lanterns on the prior thing are different. You know? But yeah, he's got new armor. He's gold plated. I like it. But yeah, super cool. Only seen. Look at his. Wait, does he have the ring on? No. I thought.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I know. I was about to say. But no, it's just a regular ring. Might be his wedding ring. I don't know. But yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah. We also get our look at Queen Disa. She has a crown now too. Looks like they're having a bad time this season. It looks like they're getting. This could be them getting thrown out. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Olmo?
Yeah, I was mostly focusing on the ring race thingy. I was wondering if they're like overpowered or if they're quote unquote still just men.
That's
I don't know if you guys talked about that, but it could be one or the other, right? Because if we're talking about, if we're talking about Lord of the Rings ring race, then it's different than because they look very manly, so to speak, compared to what we're supposed to see from ring race. So you could just see that, they take their hoodie off or whatever, and just like Joe is under the hood, so to speak, instead of a faceless being. So that's what I was wondering.
I will say, based off the amount of ring servants we got in this trailer, I think the unfortunate truth for this season is going to be we probably still won't learn the identity of most of the Nazgul, which makes sense because there's 9. It'd probably be hard to make us care about 9 individual characters. I'm gonna go ahead and probably bank there'll maybe only be 3 or 4, maybe 5 that we actually get the identities of, and I think this season we'll get Kamul and maybe 2 or 3 others that are just there and they just kind of hand wave it as like these guys have already been corrupted.
Yeah, but like Roberts wrote in the comments, what my point was whether they still had like their physical form or if they were
they do have their physical form because that's why they changed the name. So maybe they aren't as powerful. So although I bet the rings give them strength.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we saw that one guy chokeslam an elf, so
yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Of course.
Now, who are these people?
This is such an interesting shot. Isildur and Aarion.
Oh, it's Isildur and Aarion. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait, yeah.
You think?
This is.
You're sure or you think?
I think. I'm
not
sure of anything.
With a beard, like a full-on beard, like his dad.
So, this guy has a beard, and this is.
For me, it's much smaller on my screen.
Oh yeah, mine's a little bigger. This woman has a red dress, like reddish orange, which is a color we've seen Aarion wear. many times. And this could be Barrack right here. It could be Elendil too, but I also think this guy has a beard. We know Maxim Baldry, who plays Isildur, grew out his beard over the last couple years and had it during the majority of filming. And there's a 5-year time jump, so this could very well be Isildur, and possibly this is maybe the moment where they flee Numenor. Maybe this is where they... Oh, I've got it. I figured it out, guys. I'm amazing. I'm so smart. This is when they leave...
And humble.
And humble, too. Thank you. You shouldn't have. They leave the capital and they go to the west to warn Isildur that Pharazôn is bringing his army to destroy them, and that's how they assemble the ragtag group of the army.
And maybe
because I don't think the West would. Yeah, I don't think the West would raise up an army to fight. They'd probably try to be peaceful if they could.
And maybe Isildur has a seed of Nimloth, a fruit from the Nimloth tree.
Could be. I think it might be a little too early for that.
Man. All right. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm trying to sneak it in there.
I do like where your head is at, and I think that's probably down the line for sure. This scene. Gandalf and Amumuk. Strider, what do you think of this?
I have a sneaky suspicion Gandalf's not going to let him pass.
Yeah, is that what this stance tells you?
I have a feeling that's how it ends. This does bring up a very good question. How is Gandalf meeting one of the Oliphants or one of the Mumakil? So, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are like from the south, not from the east, which means that Gandalf goes further south. Given that he is in season, again, speculation purely based on the fact that I'm 99.99% sure that Mumakils come exclusively from the south, not from the east. So, based off of this, let's speculate for a second. They are, so in season 2 and along with Palando and so on, they're like in Rune, which is north of Mordor. This makes me think they go further south, which is interesting than what's going on there.
I like
we
that
have
theory,
still
but
this.
I just remembered they mentioned Mumakil thieves in season 2. The Dark Wizard talks about getting information from Mumakil thieves. I think is the line he says.
Okay, that's interesting. So, I did want to say, like, what is the whole? We still don't know where the whole plot with the Dark Wizard or like with Palando is going. So I did think that maybe like there's some connect. Maybe we go somewhere else, with the two of them, and that's why I thought maybe they will go further south, maybe like behind Mordor somewhere, and then to the southern areas. But who knows? Yeah.
Here's what I think's interesting. We saw a lot of promo of Gandalf with his hat. He doesn't wear the hat at any point in this trailer, which makes me think that he'll probably spend maybe a part of the... I hate to say it, but maybe he has to also earn his hat this season. I don't know.
I mean, there was a... I always enjoyed this one line. I cannot remember the full context of it. We have David in the chat and other legends like Otaku Senpai, so maybe some of them can dig it up. But he makes a passing comment, or I don't know if it's like, actually I think it's Saruman when he's calling Gandalf out. Oh, you wanna get the rods of 5 wizards and the keys of Orthanc and and the boots several numbers larger than those that you actually have, which is always like an insane thing to me, because it's like, like you have the boots that fit you, and then if you take a boot several numbers larger, that doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you do this? So I wonder if like you might be onto something with this, like, like getting like specific literally like items like in a video game where you just gotta get like all the slots depending on the part of the body, and he's getting like a proper sized hat at some point and so on. Maybe he gets the boots as well.
I hope not, but we'll see. We'll try to breeze through some of this. We're going way over here, but there's still so much to go over. Olmo, or actually, sorry, Chris, real quick. We've got this scene: the orc telling them to join him, and we have them in what looks like a snowy place. What do you make of these two scenes?
Yeah, that shot's a little bit more interesting. We get to see them in that snowy place I mentioned earlier. Obviously, the further you go north, the colder it gets. But exactly where north they go, I don't know. As you can see, the landscape it doesn't resemble the forward way if it's not that snowy. But it could be North Mirkwood. The further up they go, where if they find Celeborn in North Mirkwood, what is he doing there? Like, what is he doing
I don't
in
know.
North Mirkwood?
I did see somebody mention, I think it was in like a Empire article or something, was that Ben Walker made a joke about Jamie Campbell Bower being stuck in, I can't remember exactly how he phrased it, but he used the word Alcatraz, which, if for those of you watching, if you're unfamiliar with Alcatraz, it's a prison in San Francisco, which is famously isolated on an island. So maybe that was a joke at the fact that he's trapped in some prison on one of the islands in the north. I know we talked about this in our Celeborn video. Go watch that if you haven't. One of the theories talks about that there is actually an island in the northern area of the map, which is named on the official one that Amazon dropped all those years ago. So that could be where they're going. But yeah, very interested. I think the path of these scenes is, oh wait, shoulder. This is probably Celeborn. So this actually probably takes place after they first join up. Interesting to know.
Yeah, I mean, it could also be another elf as well. I think we leaked that there was a third member of Galadriel's task force that wasn't just the orc.
I don't know if we did. I don't remember that.
I thought we did. Anyways, it could be Celeborn. It could be another person, but there was a shoulder right there.
Yeah. Olmo, we've got these two scenes. The Dark Lord, we have to stop him. We got Galadriel and Celeborn, Celeborn is the one saying this line. This appears to be in that same prison where they first meet him. What are your thoughts on this?
The first thing I thought of was what her brother actually ended up in. You know, it kind of gave me the same vibes as what her brother went through. I mean, he didn't make it out alive, but or fully, but it kind of gave off that vibe. So yeah, I think it's a bit like that. It's a bit of a desperate times, desperate moments kind of situation.
No, yeah. Chiv, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I feel like this is the time where I guess it might be like rekindling her spirit of going after Sauron. Like season 1, she was super obsessed and she had her parties kind of going against her and almost creating a mutiny. I think seeing her husband like this is going to set a new fire and start additional, attacks towards Sauron for sure. But yeah, I don't know. If I was in a prison, I would want to run out as quickly as possible. I wouldn't be chit-chatting, but maybe she got everyone out.
Good on him. I mean, yeah, he gets rescued and he immediately is like, we gotta do this. So he's
game.
He's committed to it. Then we get these shots of the Numenorean soldiers marching to war, along with this incredible shot. We spent a little bit of time looking at this way at the beginning of our trailer breakdown with V, so probably won't spend too much time, but I think this is it. I think Farazan tricks Gil-galad into thinking that the faithful are Just a bunch of annoying insurgents that they need to stop before they can help them fight Sauron. Does anyone else have any quick thoughts they want to Strider?
Yeah. Two things. I remember from the I almost said appendices, and maybe you can tell us a bit more about the appendices in a second, actually, because this might be a great way to bring it up. But speaking of appendices, so those above from the original movies, I remember this one note when they were talking about the design of the helmets of Gondor. They put those wings. They also have like wings of their helmets. That's one of the main details of their design. But they put them in like kind of like a downward form to kind of denote the downward trajectory of the Numenorian civilization, because things happen
so
and
this time they have the wings.
But they have them up in this case. And I think that might be an absolutely amazing move by the designers, and also just like an absolutely stunning looking helmet. But I really love this theory, and I hope that's the case. And the second thing, we have obviously Gilgalad in the background, and we have that awesome spear of his called Aeglos, which we did see in season 2, but it's always nice when it's brought up, because there's an epic song that is sung in Middle Earth about something that happens at the end of season 5. And a certain spear of Gilgalad called Aeglos and a certain sword called Narsil are all brought up in that little poem. But yeah, anyway, those are just my quick thoughts on this. I love the design. Look at that helmet. Obviously, it's doing the classic thing that Hollywood likes to do, which is make it an unofficial helmet that looks really cool, but you can see the actor's face. But it's one of those things where we kind of have to suspend our disbelief, because this, it is what it is. Even the movies did the same thing, so fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, this seems to be big conflict happening. We'll have to see where that goes.
But speaking of those appendices,
I'll give a quick plug. The Raw Appendices, we talk about this stuff all the time. It's an ongoing project by Fellowship of Fans, made to give us our own version of the Rings of Power Appendices, a behind-the-scenes look into the production of Middle Earth. The goal is to explore the craft, passion, and detail that goes into all of the minor aspects of this series, including armor design, which is one of the topics that's featured in our first video, Echoes of the First Age. Talk a lot about Elrond's armor, Adar's armor, kind of how the lore of Tolkien is woven into the designs. It's just an ongoing passion project designed to sort of draw attention to some of the aspects that we believe truly demonstrate the love, care, and attention to detail that this show has for the world of Tolkien. And if you want to check it out, it will be on our channel. I think Strider might be grabbing a link for that right now, if I'm making an educated guess. But
and it's made by an awesome person that is wearing a tie. So
I put episode 1 and I think episode 3 maybe in the comments, but please check them out. They're not 15 hours or something, like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes maximum, but they're really, really lovely videos. And
it's a project made by all of us. It's a great community project through Fellowship of Fans, and it's awesome to have the whole team working on it. But back to this. Had to get up for a few minutes. Gilgalad next to Ar-Pharazôn. Yeah, Otaku, we were talking about this. Thinking that maybe a plot point of this season is that Pharazôn gets tricked into helping Pharazôn fight the Faithful because he's so desperate to get the Numenorians to help them fight Sauron that he kind of allows his desperation to cloud his judgment. But we'll have to wait till the series comes out to see it. This next scene is just a quick shot of Galadriel fighting orcs. This is the exact same. This is the moment where she meets Celeborn. I don't know if anyone else has anything to add to this. I think it's just a quick action shot. The beginning of the scene before Celeborn. So wherever Celeborn is, there's at least a handful of orcs hanging out with him. Here's a cool shot. Olmo.
Yeah, I mean, it's badass. What can I say, man? It's cool. Even I have to admit it's cool. It's my arch nemesis. I mean, not really arch, but you know, it's a cool shot. I like the fact that you can see them in the back. You can see the Dark Lord's entity oozing out of him in that scene. You know, because we haven't had the chance to really see that in the first two seasons. for obvious reasons. And now it's like they flip the switch and it's like, yep, that's me, baby. And yeah.
Yeah,
Peep the number of Nazgul. There's 3.
there are 3. So we know. So that's actually a very interesting point to bring up. We can confirm there will be at least 3 ring wraiths this season. Ring servants. Naznagul.
Naznagul.
That's the gals.
Naznagals. I think. I mean, one of them is obviously Kamul. I think there's a very good chance that the other 2, at least, we see their faces. But I think Aidan was right in the fact that I don't think either one of those 3 that we see right there are any major characters that we assume might be turning into Nazgul, like Kevin, like Belgazar, like Theo. Now, maybe towards the end of the season, but I think he'll actually gain Nazgul throughout the season. It's not going to be like, okay, here's 3, and then by the end he has all 9. I think maybe even each episode we get a new candidate. But yeah, 3 right there, and that's a great aura shot. Honestly, I think that black hair really suits Vickers a lot.
Oh yeah, this is a great look. Chiv, this one's all you, buddy.
Why? Oh my god. Well, to anyone that doesn't get the ongoing joke, I defended Elrond kissing Galadriel, and the reason was, well, is it out of line for someone to kiss their mother-in-law? So now here I am in season 3, living to tell the tale, as one does, But no more. Celeborn is in the building, guys.
Celeborn is back, and this seems like this is again the same scene where they first. This is probably right after they escape the dungeon, so they probably have their initial encounter in the dungeon. I'm guessing there'll be some big, oh no, there's more orcs coming. We gotta go. And then they run out.
Is that how they go?
Yeah, it's like a Scooby Doo. And then they share a moment. This is the next scene, I believe.
Well, Sauron watches.
Yeah, and immediately cuts to Sauron. If that couldn't be more indicative that he's feeling left out. Shadow Rise of Middle-earth. Great look at him. He's looking so fresh this season. All right, I love the design. Here's a shot worth talking about. Oh yeah.
Beard is back.
Who wants to give a thought on this?
I'll just say it again. The beard is back.
Oh, it is. Olmo, do you have anything to say?
No, I mean I have a very good relationship with Kierdan for obvious reasons.
That's what I was gonna say.
I really like the fact that he's back. The beard, I do not really care. I just care about his ships, to be honest. So yeah, I like that he's back, and he looks war ready. From the way that you can see, I know Christopher seems to be a very big fan of chainmail and everything armor, so he does look less of a shipwright and more of a warrior in this particular shot. So I wonder what it could be about. But yeah,
he has long hair. He has longer hair than first season. Much longer hair. Yeah, I think in the first season, second season, his hair was about shoulder length. This one extends down a little bit further.
His beard looks a little shorter.
His beard does look shorter. But yeah, the armor, even in the Peter Jackson films, we never see Círdan in the Battle of Dagorlad. We never see him dressed up in armor ever. So it's nice to finally see he's not just a wimp in the books. He has a sword. He goes and fights in the books. He is a warrior. And it's nice to finally see him do some warrior stuff. Hopefully this season.
Yeah.
I might see something in the background there. I could be very wrong. Doesn't it kind of look like that figure's a wizard?
Wait!
Hey, Chiv. Look at that. That's a
helmet.
It could be.
It's the same helmet. Those are 3 elves. Those are 3 elves.
Oh, that might be.
I do think it's an elf, but I do think that was a great catch.
That was a good catch.
The thing that makes me think is that there's a left hand on a sword, if you look down.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's an elf still. But that was a great shout still, because it looks like a staff and a wizard with and the pointed hat with hair. So that was a great
So close.
observation still.
That could have been great. Yeah, I think this is probably in Numenor in a war tent. If I had to make a guess.
I mean, I don't know that it would be in Numenor though. I mean, it could be, but the design kind of looked elvish to me, which I wonder if there will still be.
It's probably an elvish
seeing...
war tent, but maybe this is before they go to battle with Farazan.
Yeah, but I don't know that elves will go with an army there. Like if they're going there, I think they're going there more with as emissaries, and then they might get actually, in fact, I would not be surprised if the elves end up being the intermediaries between the two, between the faithful and the kingsmen, and
could be
that they might actually
situation,
and that they might actually tone down the tensions a little bit, and then we get Farazan heading towards focusing more on Middle Earth, than on the what's going on in Numenor.
So this is an interesting shot, an eagle. I don't really have anything to say about that, but I didn't catch this the first time.
I didn't catch it either. This is completely new to me.
we're getting to the point of the trailer where I forgot most of the things because it's been so long since we watched it.
It's a snowy place.
And the last time we saw eagles was during the prologue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, Farazan, Numenor.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. 2 people down there. Is that Galadriel, maybe?
Near Mordor?
That looks like the same shot, like Galadriel and maybe Theo. Which actually makes... Well, I don't know why she's there, but it does
maybe it's like Galadriel
make sense
Theo.
why she could be with Theo, because she does apparently go to the south, because this is the only place in Middle-earth where she could be with
Maybe
this kind of geography.
Yeah, maybe this is before. Maybe she picks up Theo, and then the next shot is them running away from Mordor or something. Who knows?
They might find out something, and then they're rushing somewhere, or maybe somebody's chasing them.
Dang.
Dude, he slaughtered them all
right.
by himself.
Let's do some more farming.
Yeah. What a shot. Oh my gosh. Crazy. What is this? Somebody running. Is that Galadriel?
Doesn't look like her.
I mean, I think it might be, because if we think of her hair in the previous scenes, that's what happens with her hair when it's tied into I don't know how this thing is called in English. It's tied into this
braid.
Thank you, a braid. When you unbraid it, it goes all curvy like this, as it was in some of the previous scenes. So I'm pretty sure that's Galadriel.
That could be. Oh, it's so hard to tell.
Look at me teaching you all about hair. You would say,
you of all people.
Do I have to do everything here?
I love this shot. A toolbox full of all of Celebrimbor's forging tools that he stole after the fall of Eregion. I think you've got his creasing hammer in there that he talked about in the first season, and of course the hammer of Feanor. I love that it's just this little junk drawer that Sauron has. And he's I can just imagine him just where did I put that hammer again? And he's just pulling out drawers in Barad-dûr, and he's here it is.
I just want the flashback scene where he remembers in Eregion to oh yes, I need to get the hammer as well. I just sneakily grabs the hammer.
Yeah. Here we've got him holding up the hammer over the fire.
Now that's a shot.
Holding to the theory. He is going to melt down Feanor's hammer into the One Ring. I think it is the gold and silver from Valinor that he needs. I'm all in. All of my chips are in on this theory. It's the part of the forging process he missed, that he wasn't around for. It was Galadriel giving up her dagger. This is his version of doing it. Because why is he holding up this hammer here? He's not about to hit something. I don't think there's a table in front of him. Maybe there is. Oh, there's an anvil right there.
There is an anvil, yeah. I mean, the weird thing is, it's like a catch-22. you obviously want to forge the most powerful item or one of the most powerful items in history with Thanos' hammer. You want to use the hammer to forge whatever you're forging. But then again, your point with, but also maybe I want to use it as the component. So it's like, how do you forge the ring that you're using the hammer to melt into the ring?
I think it's a
The
mix
chicken or
of,
the egg.
I think it's a mix of
chicken or
the
the egg.
hammer, his blood, and the fires of Mount Doom. I think that's what ultimately.
And also, and again, I'm with you because I also think something melting is going to happen, but it's like it's a purely golden ring. Like the ring is supposed to be a purely golden ring. So
which, what a crazy shot to end on. One ring. Chris, what do you think of this?
I don't know if that's going to actually be the one ring. I feel
you
like
think this is a failed attempt?
I think this is a failed attempt. And look at his face. I think he's very disappointed. I think he's like, I can do better.
You think this is the Last Jedi scene where they set it up where he hands the lightsaber in the beginning of the next one?
Yeah, and then he's like, all the orcs are like, "This is your greatest masterpiece,
so
Sauron."
The next like, 5 seconds of this scene is he just tosses it into the volcano.
Yeah. We can do better.
Into them.
Try again.
That'd be so good.
I had an idea, but actually I don't know how it would fit. But it would be so cool if he makes a failed ring, and then he gives this to the Witch King. But that messes up the whole thing with the fact that we already have the rings.
Oh, it could be like a wedding band.
With the Celebrimbor's ghost.
Yeah.
The fiance, the how do you say? The engagement ring.
There it is, the one ring.
And to cover all bases, are we sold on the scene where he's next to the anvil that those are orcs, or could those be other characters? Just throwing it out there. They seem like they're orcs, but
let's look at it.
It's like 6 of them.
I don't see the pointy crown of the Nazgul. So I think the Nazgul, sorry.
That's
probably orcs.
I think these are orcs. I think he might try sacrificing them to make the ring.
Added to the ingredients.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why he tries making him. He tries making him into this ring, and then he's like, "Oh, it tastes like orc." Yeah. Wow. 3 hours later. That is the teaser. How is everyone feeling? Do you feel like the same person you were 3 hours ago, or do you feel forever changed?
Is it sad that the first thing I want to do after the stream is go into my movie room and play this on a big screen again after 3 hours?
No, I need to watch it. We sacrificed for all of you guys, and we gladly do so. I've only watched the trailer through the kind of cruddy stream playback. And I haven't seen it.
Through creation requires sacrifice.
Exactly. So that's definitely the first thing I'm doing when I'm done is I'm watching this trailer again. We would play it on stream, but we've hit our two view limit. Man, what a journey! What a journey! How's everyone? Any final thoughts or?
I'm excited. Very excited.
Yeah, I'll say this might have made me the most excited I've ever been about this show at any point in the last 10 years or 9 years since it's been announced.
Love hearing that.
This all looked really good, really cool.
Yeah, there's so many things that happened today. Rest assured, you've not seen The Last of Us. We're just getting started. This is the kickoff. We're going to be doing a lot more videos and live streams and posts. If you want to be in the loop, be a part of this community, be sure to follow us at Fellowship of Fans. We're off to the races now. Thank you, everyone. Join our Discord if you want to talk about this trailer more, if you have more things you want to say. I want to say a special thank you to everybody who watched the stream. We had a staggering amount of viewers today compared to most of the streams we've been doing during the off season have been a lot more laid back and calm than this. So very, very high amounts of appreciation, and thank you to everybody who made this stream so fun to be a part of, and especially to our panelists. Chris, thank you so much for being here. First time on a stream. Love the insights you added. You pointed out things that I never would have caught. Very grateful to have had you on board.
It was awesome to be here, and the next few months are going to be super awesome. This trailer was incredible. It's definitely was probably my favorite trailer so far from any of the seasons. So November can't come soon enough.
That is so true. Chiv, it's great to have you as always. Appreciate the insights you gave. Thank you so much for being on the stream.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for hosting this thing for all of us. This has been flawless. And if I were to do a small shameless plug now and steal a little bit of Strider's thunder,
go for it.
Stealing his job. We have Fellowship of Fandoms launched, which will cover all things nerdy. So, DC World, House of the Dragons currently. And we actually launched the Fellowship Film Club, where we discuss all movies throughout each generation. So right now we're actually tackling 2 movies, Her and the Royal Tenenbaums. So if that's your cup of tea, that episode should be dropping within the next few days, hopefully. And yeah, look forward to having more conversations through, Middle Earth all the way to, you name it, Westeros, wherever, we'll be there.
Yeah. Strider, you don't get to repeat that, so no Fellowship of Fandoms for you. But thank you for being on stream. It's always a pleasure to have you along. Thank you guys for putting up with me for 3 long hours. Holy cow!
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, you hosted this for literally 3 hours, and then you did all the preparation for the last couple of days behind the scenes. So seriously, very, very much appreciated. You've done an insane job. For 3 hours to keep up the conversation, I mean, even when it's something that you like, which obviously you do like this, it's still not easy to do. And also, just, huge thanks to all the people from San Diego Comic-Con, from our little group here, from Royal Fellowship, to Kyle, who did all these amazing visuals and created all this cool stuff that you see on screen.
MVP. Oh my
God. Absolute legend. And yeah, thanks for everybody who tuned in. We still have 180 people going. I will say I did also post the Fellowship of Fandoms channel link in the chat, so check it out. And yeah, we'll be doing plenty of these in the months to come. There's going to be so many cool things. Don't forget, we are also having stuff happening in the movie universe of The Lord of the Rings. So we're covering all of those on Fellowship of Fans, and on Fellowship of Fandoms we'll be covering a lot of other nerdy things like House of the Dragon at the moment. But yeah, this day definitely belongs to the Rings of Power and all the absolutely epic effort everybody put out. If you go check out our socials,
yes, there's so
people have
many
been
teams
non-stop,
behind the scenes
non-stop.
I'll
it's
get around to
crazy,
that.
and to get already a breakdown of the trailer out. Absolutely amazing work by everybody. It really is a true fellowship. And yeah, once again, thank you, Aidan, and thanks for everybody else for tuning in.
Yeah. Olmo, last but not least, thanks for hopping in last minute here. Great to have you on board to share in this moment with you.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. It was in good hands, and I know that we're going to have quite a bit of work behind the scenes in the next few months. I know that we're definitely working on a few videos on our ends, and I'm excited to work on them as always. And I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it as much as we enjoy making them. So yeah.
Yeah, again, a huge shout out to everybody at Fellowship of Fans who made this day happen. We have so many behind the scenes teams: Kyle, Webb, Northy, Jess, Zelda, Harry,
Jeremy,
David, Jeremy. I'm gonna butcher the name. Osterendwill. How do you pronounce it? Nick. How do you pronounce this username? Osterendwill.
Chiv does sometimes does smart things. Very, very sometimes.
But we have such a great team. Thank you again. to Harry and Varking, and especially thank you for Harry for trusting me with hosting this while you are doing a million different things at Comic-Con. This was an absolute blast and a joy and a treasure to be a part of. Since long before I joined Fellowship of Fans, I've always dreamed of getting to do a trailer breakdown with friends. I love this kind of stuff. I live for analysis and breakdowns. And even though we've gone frame by frame, I'm sure there are so many more connections and discoveries we can make about this. I can't wait to continue the conversation through Discord, social media, and I'm just happy to be here. But if you've somehow stuck with us the 3 hours, you deserve a medal. You're a true soldier at this point. But this is all we have to say, and we're just excited to be back. It is truly the start of season 3 promo. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Take a rest, take a breather, and we will see you all very, very soon. But besides that,
Bye-bye.